Hey everybody, welcome to Kiki Loves Nigeria. How y'all doing today, this evening? First, once again, I want to apologize that I am not showing my face tonight. But yeah, I have been working on this story. This ain't a story though. What is this? This is like a class. This is like a class tonight. Yeah, I've been researching for our class, preparing what we would call a lecture. At the university, we would call it a lecture. So I've been preparing for our lecture all day. And I had no idea it was going to go in the direction that it's going. You know, that's the thing about when you do these kind of this kind of work. You know, you can plan to go in one direction, but when you follow God, and that's somebody I try to follow faithfully, you know, you can end up in another direction. So we kind of ended up in another direction. So I had to kind of put the information together and do some more things. And it was a lot. Let's just say it was a lot. And by the time I got done, it was like, man, I don't even have time to go get ready now. So please forgive me once again. And also forgive me for not getting back to your comments this week. But after I got off the live last week, and you know, it was Christmas, so I had to cook, but I started feeling kind of bad. Like I got some kind of cold, like some kind of virus. I went to a Christmas party. You know, we had to go to a Christmas party. It was closed in. And I don't normally go around a lot of people like that. So just being in that environment, I think it made me sick. And then I didn't have my mask on. Normally, when I'm around a lot of people, I'll put my mask on. But like for the whole week, I've just been, you know, trying to fight this off. So again, I sincerely apologize. So this week coming up, I'll be going through the emails. And I know I've been promising that, but I promise I'm going to get to it. The stories that you guys have been asking me about. So again, tonight, this is more of a lecture. This is more of a class. This is something to help us develop into better people, you know, better people, especially in our dating lives. So let me get to my script, what we are talking. Who am I? Let me go get the script, y'all. So who am I? My name is Kiki Loves Nigeria, and I am the host of this show. And on this show, we talk about anything and everything that impacts you, visiting, repatriating, doing pretty much anything in West Africa, visiting, repatriating, becoming an expat, you know, whatever, you know, we talk about it if it's going to impact you. But if it's a personal issue that you are going through, then we probably won't talk about it on this channel. No, we won't. Not probably won't, we won't. Okay, because I don't like to talk about personal issues. Not that I don't like to, I don't talk about other people's personal issues. If it doesn't impact us as a community, we will not be talking about it on this channel. All right, so what's the difference between gossip and what we do on this channel? Well, what we do on this channel, we use primary sources. For those of you who do not know what a primary source is, that is a fact. That is not an opinion. That is something someone said. And what we do after they make the statement, we look at the video and we critique it. We analyze it. We look at what they're saying and we simply analyze what they're saying or what they're doing. Okay, and see if it lines up with whatever that standard is or whatever that social belief is or whatever that cultural practice is. Because if normally, especially in West Africa, if you're not following those cultural norms, those social norms, you're more than likely going to have problems over there. So that's why it's so important that you pay attention to understand what those cultural and social norms are, what's acceptable and what is not acceptable. All right, so that's another reason why we like to use primary sources. YouTube is an excellent source for primary sources for those of you who do not know. YouTube, they are videos, they are what people say, and they are witness to what people do. So therefore, that makes YouTube a primary source and an excellent one at that. All right, so I like to use YouTube videos. I like to use comments. I use emails. And with all that being said, Let me put up fair use, because I also use other people's videos. Now, the reason I use other people's videos is because I believe that students learn better when they use all of their senses. When all the senses are involved, that's when you truly learn and understand. All right. So videos help give you a visual of what we're talking about. You hear what we're talking about. Okay. So those two senses are involved, and that's going to help you further understand the message that I'm trying to get across tonight, the message that I'm trying to teach you tonight, okay? The lesson that I'm trying to teach you tonight. Because again, this isn't a story. It isn't story tonight. This is lesson tonight, okay? Because I'm realizing something that I've been overlooking all this time, and that is that we don't understand, not we, because I'm not talking about me, but some of us, most of us do not understand dating in West Africa, especially in your 40s and your 50s and older. You don't understand that. You're going over there and you're acting like you're in your 20s, and that's problematic. That's problematic. And the thing about it is, I don't even think we're aware. Well, they are aware that they're doing that. I really don't. I don't think they realize that they're acting like young ladies who are in their 20s and 30s, and not middle-aged women who are in their 40s and 50s and 60s and up. I don't think they realize that. And I didn't want to believe that was the case, because one of my friends told me a long time ago that that was the issue, that the women coming over here are immature. They may be older women, but they may be middle-aged women, but they're not mature. They never grew up. It's like something happened to them in their 20s and they stopped their development. So in their mindset, they're still dating, they're still acting, they're still doing things like a 20-year-old young lady would do, who's still trying to discover herself. By the time you hit 40, 50, 60, if you have not discovered yourself, chances are you probably won't. And if you want to discover yourself, say you just run into self-discovery. You just happen to learn about it. You listening to me tonight, and you're like, self-discovery. What is self-discovery? What is self-awareness? Oh, okay, that's something I don't know what that is. I want to learn about that. Then there's your opportunity. All right. Then there is your opportunity. So for people like that, then I would say, then it's never too late to learn. It is never too late to learn if you're willing to learn, and if you're willing to look yourself in the mirror and hold yourself accountable for the things that happen to you. Because you do play a role in it. Ultimately, you play a role in what happens to you, because you give that person the okay, you give that situation the okay. Whatever's going on around you, you're saying it's okay to do this to me. I'm allowing this. Now, I want you to remember everything that I'm saying tonight, or try to remember most of it, because when I put this video on at the end, we're going to do a factual analysis of this video. So what that means is the things that we've talked about tonight, I want you to look and see if you see those things in that video. I want you to see if you spot what we've talked about. I want you to see if you're able to see if this is a true relationship, or is this a relationship of convenience. And if you want to be somebody's convenience, then that's fine. But let us all know what's really going on. Don't pretend to us like everything is good when it's really just about the Benjamins. Oh, we ain't going to use what he been saying. Oh, no, we ain't going to use no quotes from Puffy. Strike that. Oh, Lord, no. Okay, when it's really all about making money. When it's all about the come up. That's what it's really all about. But they're not telling you that. So that's why I said, okay, So we need to take a step back and teach these women for themselves, because these women who are involved in these relationships are not telling you. They're not telling you this is all about to come up. They're not telling you that. And it's plain to see. But for some people, it's not. That's why I have to break it down like this, because I don't ever want you to be a victim of what I'm seeing on YouTube, because that breaks my heart, because these are elderly women. These are elderly people. These are middle-aged people. Some of these middle-aged women have lost their lives and they can't come back. They can't come back. Some of the ones who've passed away, I'm sure they wish they would have just lost their money and not their lives. That's how serious this is. This is not a game. Africa plays for keeps. It plays to win. She plays to win. And then I kept saying, your intention, it has to be their intentions are wrong. The intentions are not right. All right. So then I'm thinking the intentions are not right, because you're what you have on the inside, you're going to attract that to you on the outside. So if you're all messed up, and if you're all about domination and control, you're going to attract that into your life. Somebody who wants to dominate and control you. That's why you got to be fully aware of yourself. And that's why I'm saying these women are not aware of themselves. They can't be. They can't be. People who are self-aware don't do the things that I'm seeing on YouTube, and don't get mad at me when I talk about it, when I comment on it. People who are self-aware don't do that. People who hold themselves accountable, they don't do that. So that's when I said, okay, we got to step back and we got to talk about relationship building. We got to talk about the basics, because these women don't even understand the basics. They don't know the difference between dating and courting. They're out here, and I'm not just this for this lecture. I had to look at when I began by looking at women. I'm getting ahead of myself. I know I am. I began by looking at women who were dating in the United States, because I had met, or I didn't meet somebody. I'm going to say I was watching this lady on YouTube. She just came up on my timeline, and she said 50 and stood up. And I'm like, what? You're stood up at 50 years old? Are you kidding me? I said, you still playing them type of games with them type of men? And you 50 years old? What the heck is this all about? So then I watched her video. She went on to talk about how she was being intimate with this man, and she didn't even know if they were in a relationship. I couldn't believe it. I'm sitting there and I'm thinking, what? You're 50 plus. You said you've been intimate with this man on more than one occasion. And you don't even know if you're in a relationship with this man. I said, oh, there's a problem. Then she went on to say, when she got up enough nerve to ask the man, was they in a relationship? The man ghosted her. He didn't call her no more. He didn't call her no more when she said, are we in a relationship or are we just being intimate? And she used the F word, okay, to describe what they were doing. And he didn't call anymore. I think she said maybe about a couple months later, he called her back. But it was with the same energy. Let's just hook up, do the do, and go on about my business. But 50 years old, how do you allow yourself to get in that type of relationship? Forget him. He's only going to do what you let him do. How about you? How do you allow yourself that? Because you can tell, you know, you're not this man's girlfriend because you got to ask. And at 50 years old, how are you doing that? You got to ask. You don't even know if you're in a relationship. You have to ask, and you wait to after you've been intimate with this person several times before you even ask. Oh, that's just alarming. So that was my first sign that something is wrong. That these women do not know how to date. They have no clue what they're doing. These men are playing you the way you're acting, the way you're presenting. You presenting yourself like a 20-year-old, so they're playing you like a 20-year-old. So then I'm like, okay, well, let me move on. Check out what these African men, what they're saying about these African men. Because I'm like, Black American men, that whole dating scene is completely different. So I said, okay, in all fairness, I need to compare the two. I need to talk about West African men, okay? So then I went and I looked. I found about this lady, I think she was in Tanzania. And the lady in Tanzania, that was a bit much for me because she broke out saying that the most important thing in the relationship, number one, that you should check on, and this lady is 50 plus, y'all, she said, is how good is he physically? How good is he in bed? That's the number one thing you need to know at 40, 50 plus. The number one thing you need to know about this man is your physical part still functioning, and are you still good down there? Yeah. That was the most important thing to her. And I looked at her like, what? This is what you say to them? And then you wonder why nobody's dating you? You wonder why you're getting played like this? Because you're playing yourself. For one, you're in your 50s and your number one concern is sex at 50 years old, and you got grown kids. You got grown kids, and you probably got grandkids, and your number one concern is sex. That blows my mind. That blows my mind. That blows. But see, that's when I was like, oh, this is what's wrong. They're thinking like, because at 20, oh yeah, that's number one importance. That's top important. 20, 30, yep, that's number one importance. Because we just all playing a game. We all just playing around. We all just having fun. That's all we doing. We having fun. We entertaining each other. But at 40, 50, 60 plus, we not playing around. We not hopping around. We not entertaining each other. Not like that anyway. And if you are, something is wrong. Something is wrong. Seriously. Because you have to mature. And at that point, you should be looking for something a little more serious than hopping around and how good you can hop around. I'm not saying that's not important in a relationship, because it is important. But for that to be your number one concern and you're 50 plus, something is wrong with these women in society, people. I'm telling you. This ain't normal. This ain't normal, and this ain't right. And somebody ain't taking accountability for their actions. Because if they were, they wouldn't be on YouTube blaming everybody but themselves. Everybody but themselves. Blaming me for talking about it. Blaming me for what my culture calls me to do. And it calls me to call a spade a spade. In the culture I come from, honey, we don't hesitate. We let you know when you out of place and when you out of line and when you out of pocket. Because guess what? Because we know that all of us get judged by what one of us do. That's our history. All of us get judged by what one of us do. That's why we hold each other accountable. We don't need nobody else to do that for us. We can do that for ourselves. And we do that very well. We do that very well. I'm not saying no one else should hold us accountable. Sure, you're more than welcome to do so. But 9 times out of 10, we probably won't listen to you. And that's just who we are as people. That's just who we are as people. But we will listen to each other. We will listen to each other when we call each other out. Yeah, we will. Because we know that's what we do. When you wrong, I'm going to tell you wrong. I'm going to look you dead in your face and I'm going to tell you wrong. And I'm going to tell you why you're wrong. That's what I'm going to do. That's what we do. That's what Black Americans do. Why do you think we're always politically protesting? Always. We're always some social movement. Because we call a spade a spade. That's what we do. We stand up for what's right. So what is not right is that these grown, middle-aged women don't really understand the dating scene. And I don't know what happened. I don't know how come they don't understand it. I don't understand how come they don't get it. I really don't. But I'm thinking back, how did I learn? And I think it was my grandmother who taught me about that, who taught me about courtship, and that you don't date. You don't date. And calling a man your boyfriend was like, that was insulting. That was like cheap and lowly. Women don't have boyfriends. You would call a man your friend, your man friend. That's my male friend. But you would never say boyfriend. That's my friend. That's what people knew. People would know that that was your boyfriend, but you would never hear so-and-so say, this her boyfriend. No, that's her friend. And then after a while, her friend became uncle whoever, once they got married. But you didn't see that boyfriend and what you see now. So somehow there was a breakdown. And where I always blame this breakdown on Black American culture was in the 80s when the crack cocaine epidemic hit. That knocked Black family culture just to the ground. It knocked us out. Because for the first time, the Black woman was addicted to drugs and she was not taking care of her family. She was known for taking care of her family. Black women always put their families first. Historically, look it up if you don't believe me. Look up the crack cocaine epidemic and put in the impact on Black family. And it's going to blow your mind. I researched it for a whole semester, and then I presented my findings. And it was heartbreaking. Our kids are now in foster care. Black kids weren't in foster care. The family members took the kids. But now they're in foster care at record numbers. Because why? The Black woman is not in the home anymore. She's out there on the street trying to get those drugs. So who's going to teach them little girls about dating? Who's going to teach them about courting? Who's going to teach them how to be ladies? Who's going to teach them that? Who's going to teach them when the people who are going to teach them are not even there? Because they still thinking they 20 years old. They trying to get the same man that she trying to get. They competing with her. So that brings us to here tonight. That's how we got here. Because I realize people don't understand the do's and they don't understand the don'ts, especially when it comes to West African men, because that's a whole different type of man. A whole different type of man. And then you just jump up. You just jump from the men in this culture, which you don't understand them, because you never took the time to understand them, to jump to another culture, to another man. And then you go through it with them. And you do the same thing to them that you were trying to do to the Black American man. You do the same thing. You do the very same thing. And then you wonder, well, what's happening? It was all good in the beginning. I'm sure it was. I'm sure it was. So what happened? What happened is you don't understand the do's and the don'ts of your relationship. You don't understand. You don't even understand the type of person you're involved with. Most of them don't even understand that part. That part. You don't even understand the type of person you're involved with. Because guess what, y'all? They never took the time to learn. They never took the time to learn. Like if you don't study Black American culture, guess what? You're not going to understand Black American culture. You can be a part of it. You can be a Black American. But if you don't step back and formally study your culture, guess what? You're not going to even understand your own culture. You're not. So that was what brings us here tonight. This problem has really been going on and impacting us drastically in West Africa. We're being unalived. Our money is being taken. All of it. Not little bitty bits and pieces of it, but all of it. Hold on one second, y'all. Oh, honey, and they called the wrong number. I'm thinking it's somebody important. That's why I don't like to answer this phone. But this is why we got to do these shows. And this is what brings me to this point, okay? That this has to be done. This has to be done. We have to continue to talk about this. We have to educate each other. We have to. Because everybody won't get the opportunity to go and study the courses that I studied. Everybody won't get the opportunity to go to the universities that I went to. Everybody doesn't have that opportunity. So I can take what I learned and I can share it with you guys. And I can help you guys develop also. But no, let me rephrase that. I can share the information with you, but the development is on you. You have to do the work to develop and to become aware of self. And that's the only way you're going to have healthy social, emotional relationships. That's the only way that that's going to happen. All right, so let's do this fair use. It's your grandma. Okay, let me do this fair use real quick. Hello. Because again, we show videos, so I want you guys to understand. All right. So Kiki Loves Nigeria's fair use disclaimer. The content on Kiki Loves Nigeria may contain copyrighted content, not authorized for use by the owner. However, no copyright infringement is intended. Copyrighted material used on this channel falls under the Fair Use Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976, which states copyrighted material can be used for education, research, teaching, and commentary purposes, which is the explicit goal of this channel. Views expressed on this channel. The views and thoughts and opinions expressed on Kiki Loves Nigeria belong solely to the author and not necessarily to the community, host, or the channel. All right. So now that we got that out the way, let's get these comments. And oh, hold on. Hey, London lady, she says, Kiki, looking forward to this. Merry Christmas to everyone. I don't date in the UK, so I very much doubt even more so that I date in Africa. Oh, really? Well, some people don't want to date though. You know, some people don't like it. I know I don't do dating. I don't do that because they're gonna ask me for something that I ain't trying to do. Or no, they gonna make me mad. So okay, excuse me. Hold on, y'all. Let me get everybody settled. We got a house full, as you see. Oh my God, that was funny. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. I gotta mute that. I gotta take that part out. Oh goodness. Okay, so London lady saying it's good evening. The kids got me all shook up. Y'all see, I done turned the daggone camera on. Okay, good evening, London lady is saying. Maya is saying, hey to everybody. Merry Christmas. Good evening, Brown Eyes. Hello, Miss Greek. How you doing? London lady is saying hello to Miss Greek. Season's greetings to you too, Empath of London. I'm finished. Already married. Good. Okay. I hope you had I had a nice Christmas. I just had a little bit of this what I'm going through, but it was okay. It was good. It was nice. I hope everyone, and the food was so good. Oh my God. And I made it myself, but honey, it was good. Hey, Smitty's Corner. Hey, you know what? Your video you did about the friendship, men and women being friends. That was a good video. I meant to respond to it, but I've been sick. But that was really good because it's really important that you have friends of both sex, I think. That's what I think. Hey, Empath of London. Mr. Johnson, yes, I hope everyone is having a glorious holiday season. Yes, we are. Everybody's saying hi. Everybody's saying greetings. Greetings. Men will genuinely let women know when they want to be exclusive. Yep, they sure will. You don't got to ask. And when that lady said she asked, honey, I knew. I was like, oh, Lord, you asked? I said, you had to really ask? Girl, I was shocked when she said she asked. Maybe she's going through menopause. What does that have to do with it, London lady? Explain what you mean. Maybe she's going, not London lady, Empath of London. What you mean maybe she's going through menopause? Do that have to do with something? Does that make her do something or something? If all you are being advised to look for a man is, the physical aspect of that should happen to leave because of an accident or health complications, the relationship will leave as well. That's why I was shocked when she said that. Oh, yes, I did. I had a wonderful Christmas. Chat lives matter. There is an unspoken prefix to the word relationship. A lot of folks are looking for sexual relationships, financial relationships, homeboy relationships. That's why you got to clearly define what you want. But at this age, who I'm talking to, this group, we should know. Don't you think so, people? Don't y'all think we should know? Yes, we should. We should know. We shouldn't be out here exploring. I appreciate you guys. Crack, mass imprisonment, and recording industry stole. Yeah. Because they needed to continue to push those lies to help further destroy what was that whole culture. Yeah, it was bad. Just go back and look at it. It was horrible. The imprisonment, it was horrible. Yes, Sally, off shots occur for what the word relationship is used. Offshoots occur To stand for with no further explanation. Wait a minute. Okay. Oh, she's saying other things. People have other ideals about relationships. Some serious food for thought served on this channel this year. Thank you, Kiki, for presenting these lessons. Also to participate. Oh, thank you for watching. No reason. Oh, thank you, Lisa. Thank you. That was just so funny. I couldn't believe it. I'm like, oh my God. The kids done made me turn on the daggone camera. They in here all jumping around around the dog. The dog is barking. I'm like, oh Lord, please. Yes, they are very important. Both gender relationships are very important. Yes, they are. Okay, now, chat lives matter. It's all caps, easier for you to see. Yes, it is actually. It is actually easier for me to see. Yes, it is, because I wish y'all could see what I'm looking at. Okay, these little bitty letters, and I'm trying to click through the little bitty letters and talk at the same time. This is a lot. She said it's caps all better for you. Okay. Let me pay attention. I'm sorry. While it's nice to hear I love you, if those words happen too early, it's a red flag. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. It's easier for me. I'm live. It's easier for me when I'm live. Some women, as they start to go through menopause, oh, you think, oh, for real? Honey, maybe that's it then. Maybe that's it. Because I'm wondering what is going on. And when I see these relationships on YouTube, I'm like, well, why would you? This person is clearly in their 20s. Do you know what 20-year-olds do? Think back to when you were in your 20s. I'm not trying to do that. I'm not trying to do that. Oh, that might be it. All right. So we got all the comments. Now let me see. So tonight, we're going to talk about something a little different. Like I said, we're going to have a lesson tonight. Tonight, I'm going to be teaching you how to date as a middle-aged woman. As a middle-aged woman, like I said, you do not date like you did when you were in your 20s and 30s, okay? Not as a younger woman, because remember, as a younger woman, like I said, you are into exploration. You're trying to discover yourself. You're trying to decide what you like, what you don't like. You're trying to see what type of man you want. What do I like? This type of man? Do I like that type of man? Do I like tall men? Do I like short men? Do I like round men? Do I like thin men? So to do that, you're talking to a lot of different people. I'm not saying you're intimate with all these people, but you're talking to a lot of different people. And that's what you're supposed to do at that age in this culture. Okay? That's what the women and men do. Now, in African culture, the men tend to do that, but the women not so much so. In West African culture, no, the women don't usually date around like we do here. They don't have that freedom. But the men have that freedom to do that, but the women do not. So here we do that in our 20s and our 30s. But once you get a certain age, in your 40s and up, your whole mindset should automatically shift. It should automatically shift. What you desire and what you want in a man should automatically change. All right. So let's look at this. So again, I realize this from doing these videos that a lot of women don't understand the rules in being in a relationship with an African man. I really don't think some of them even know what an African man is. And what I mean when I say that, you can tell an African man from an African small boy. They call them small boys, not as an insult, but a small boy just means you haven't matured into being an adult man. And in West African culture, you have to have certain things to be considered an adult man. You see what I mean? You have to be. So I think another thing is that these women get this all mixed up. They don't know a man from a boy. So these boys have realized they've learned from the Yahoo boys in Nigeria, they've learned that you can go online and you can meet these lonely, middle-aged and older women who are in the West who have money, but they don't have companionship. You can spin them a bunch of tales and they'll believe you. They'll believe you. And then once you spin them the tales and get them wrapped around your finger, guess what? They'll give you whatever they have. They'll give you whatever they have. And this is what's going on too. These women are relocating to be with these men. They're selling everything they have to go be with these men. I've talked to you about this many a times on my channel. Many a times I've talked. Danita did that. Sold everything, took her children. But Danita was young. But remember the lady? I forget her name, but went to Nigeria. She made up this fantastic tale, said that the man, her husband, that she got married to the man and that the man kidnapped her and wouldn't let her leave. And he put her in this warehouse where he had all these women. Remember that? And then the guard came and the guard felt sorry for her. So the guard let her, so the guard gave her 15,000 US dollars to come home. Remember that story? And they were just giving her beer and potatoes. That was somebody who met on the internet, married him and went there. Spent all her money, came back with nothing. And unfortunately, this lady passed away though after she got back here. So that was really unfortunate. So a lot of people are doing this. A lot of people are these grown women are acting like children. Okay. And that's why I said, I don't think they know the difference, because if this was a real African man, he would not be asking you for money, for one, because he know that's taboo. For her to support me, for me to live off her, for me to drain her dry. Oh no, something bad is going to happen to me for that. So that's why I said they're getting African men mixed up with African boys. All right. And this leads women to get into very, very dangerous situations. Very dangerous situations. Because again, they're dealing with small boys. All too often it costs them their money and their lives. So therefore I decided again, I'm telling you one more time, that I decided to talk about the do's and the don'ts when dating West African men, if you're a middle-aged woman. All right. So that's what we're doing tonight. Now, something else I'm going to introduce you to tonight that I don't normally do. All right. YouTube has been really writing me about starting a membership on my channel. Right. So I'm like, I don't want to start a membership and charge people for something I feel like they should get for free. So safety and awareness, I think, is something people should get for free. So I was really struggling with that because I was like, I don't want to charge people to watch these videos about being safe and aware of what goes on in West Africa. But then it came to me, what we can do these dating, relationships, self-awareness classes, okay? These cultural classes, all right? We can do these. And we can do a membership for these videos. Now, for these videos, it'll be just like this. All right, so I want to give y'all a taste of what it would be like. But the people in the chat would only be members. Nobody could not chat, say anything unless they're a member. And nobody could no one could see the video. Like when it's like how it's live now, only the members could see the video. Okay. And these videos they would be lessons, they would be lectures, actual lectures like tonight, where we learn, because we have to learn. And what we're going to start with is self-awareness, because that's a big issue. That's what I see that we lack. We are not aware of ourselves. So that's the first thing we're going to talk about is self-awareness. We're going to move to self-development. Then we're going to move to relationship. But first, we're going to work on self. And what I'm going to do, the first thing I want to do, we're going to talk about your personality types. I'm going to help you discover your personality types. And through that, once you understand your personality type, you'll understand so much about yourself. All right. So that's the first. So you'll have homework. So you'll have homework where you got to go watch these videos or you got to go do something, but it's not a lot. It's whatever it is, you'll learn something about yourself. That is the goal. Okay. For you to become aware of yourself and confident in yourself, because that's what men like. I remember I told you, let me finish about the membership. So the membership, that's how it will go. So it's, there'll be one video. Also, this is another thing I'll do. I'll do a video. No, I think I'm just going to do the lives. All right. So you can pay $4.99. Now the $4.99 is like after the live come out and you see the video, you'll be the first ones to see the video, but it won't be live. Okay. But you can I think they said you can chat, but you can't see the video. All right. And for the $9.99, right? $9.99, you get 2 videos. Okay. So for those 2, we'll do 2 courses a month for the $9.99. For the $4.99, you'll see those after we release them. Okay. So if y'all think that's too much, just let me know and we can work on the pricing. That's just the price that they suggested for everything that I was offering. So, but if y'all think that's too much, let me know. But again, we're going to be doing some self-development courses, some self-awareness courses. And I'm going to be teaching you about the culture in West Africa, and I'm going to teach you about the West African men. I'm basically going to give you a cultural immersion courses like I took before I went, because I find that's where people are having problems. Okay? Yes, please kindly hit the like button. So if that's something that y'all think y'all are interested in, I'm waiting for YouTube has to approve the membership. I just I didn't talk to them, but I submitted all the paperwork to get their approval. So you guys will be seeing it on the channel. All right. And again, that's just something to help you become a better person and get in touch with yourself. All right. So first thing we're going to talk about is dating. I don't think people know the difference. I know they don't. And how I know they don't is how the way they act and the way they talk. So the first thing we're going to talk about is dating. Can I make these equal? No, hold on, y'all. Let me get this back up here. So the first thing we're going to talk about is dating. Hold on. You have to understand dating. We don't understand that. And how I know, like I said, by the way we act and by the way we talk when we date. All right, so what is dating? Dating can be a way, like I told you, for 2 people to explore their romantic or their sexual interest in each other. That's all it is. They date to figure out whether they want to get involved into a committed relationship. So you don't date to marry somebody. So if you're dating, that's not serious. It can become serious if you decide later on, but that is not the goal of dating. The goal of dating is to explore, is exploration of romantic and sexual interests, to kind of determine what you like and what you don't like. That's what dating is. And I'm like, I bet they don't know that. No, they don't. Because if they did, they wouldn't be out here dating. You wouldn't be saying I'm 50 years old and I'm dating. Because you're 50 years old, you're 40 and 50 years old, and you're still out here exploring, because exploring means you have more than one partner, right? All right. During the dating stage, you decide whether you want to continue into a relationship. It ain't a relationship. When you're dating, it is not a relationship. Like the lady I told y'all on YouTube, who when she asked the man, were they in a relationship? He didn't call her no more. He ghosted her because it ain't no relationship. Dating, again, is an exploration. It's when you go around and you talk to different, think about when you were in your 20s. That's what you do when you're dating. So when you're dating, you can't possibly expect these men to be serious because you're not even using serious language, especially when you're talking to a West African man. And you talking to him about dating, he like, oh no, you're not even a serious woman. I'm just going to play you for whatever. And I'm not going to respect you either because you don't respect yourself because you're 40 and you're 50 years old and you're dating. The relationship can, though, move towards a long-term relationship, or both partners can go their separate ways. All right. So that's what can happen. All right. So dating is not serious like that. Dating is just exploration. It's just we exploring each other. And I might want to explore him too. And he might want to explore her too. There's no commitment there. So when you keep saying you're dating, you're making yourself just look like a fool. So for one, you're not 40 and 50 plus 60 and dating. If you are, there's a problem and you need to fix it. So let me get on my script and see what I was supposed to do next. So now I want to explain to you that in tradition, in other cultures, not like ours, in our culture, dating is the thing. That's how we meet people, right? But in other cultures, it's not dating, it's courting. Hold on, y'all, I got a call. It's courting, okay? And that's completely different. Courting is something you'll find in countries that is dominated by Muslim culture, all right? And even the Christians, though, even the Christians will date. I think it's to me, I take that back. It seems like you see courting more dominant in cultures where tradition takes the front and center, okay, more than urban values, okay, more than modern values. Tradition takes the lead, and I think that's where you see most of this courting taking place, okay? And this is why we don't understand. That's why when I was telling people, if a man want to date you in Africa, you need to run the other way because he ain't serious about you. And that's why people were like, well, what do you mean? How do you get to know somebody from dating? You don't get to know anybody from dating. You just exploring that person. You just trying to see if you like them. Dating is not going to take you to the next step seriously because he's not serious about you. He's not. He's exploring to decide when I get in my 40s, when I get in my 50s, who I'm going to be serious about. That's why you notice they don't get married to their late 30s. Some of them get married in their early 30s because the 20s I'm exploring what I wanted, but most of them be in arranged marriages though. All right, but we ain't going to get into that. That's something we'll get into in our classes, is arranged marriages and how that can impact you and your relationship. All right, so we don't understand that and the importance of that. Because if he's talking to you about dating you, he's not going to be talking to you about marrying you, especially if he's a West African. The West African should come to you with courting. He should not come to you with dating. And he should come to you. You shouldn't be going to him. That's another thing. You don't go to him. He comes to you. If you coming to him, oh, girl, that ain't going to work. Oh, hold on, y'all. Here they go again. That's another thing. You don't do that. You don't go to them. And I see a lot of women doing that too, which is problematic. Okay. Now let me look at my notes and make sure I got everything about the courting before we watch the video. All right, so I found a video because I don't want to keep talking again, because people learn different ways. So when I teach, I like to incorporate most of your senses. I can't incorporate the sense of smell or taste. I wish I could, but I can't. Okay. So this is a video about courting. This is something that I want you guys to understand. All right. Let's check this out and see what they're going to tell us about courting. Okay. Be confusing. Hold on. Let me go back. Oh, hold on. Let me turn the volume up. Because now that the borders, it's easier to go to other countries. You're going to meet people from different countries, and you need to understand how to date. I mean, what goes on, how they date. It's not like what we do. Okay, now look, you see the difference? Look at this, y'all. The people who are courting, look what they do. Look what they do. This how you know if he's serious, okay? Look what the courting people are doing. They're not sitting next to each other. Look at the distance. They're drink. We don't. I bet you that ain't wine. I bet you that's juice. Wait, let me make sure the mic is on. I bet you that's juice. Oh, y'all looking at the wrong video. Hold on. I'm sorry. I'm glad I went back. Hold on. I'm sorry, y'all. Hold on. Y'all got to see this one. I want you to see the symbolism. It's very important. You see the visuals. All right, now look at this. This is courtship. See, they're on a date, but no, and you're really not supposed to be alone like this. But if you are alone, you see they're in a public place. Look at that. And you see the distance. All right, there's no sitting close to each other. This is courting, okay? This is not dating. These people are courting. This couple is courting each other.
Courting and dating in today's modern world can be confusing, as many people use the terms interchangeably. Courtship is a traditional arrangement focused on getting to know a potential spouse, often with a religious aspect and a goal of marriage.
Now, you see in the background, it's the church. What was the goal of courting? To get to know you with the goal of marriage. My goal is not to sleep with you. My goal is not to see how good your sex is. No. You see, sex didn't even come up in there. What they say, the goal is to marry you. That's my goal. You see, if the African man ain't coming to you, talking to you like this, why is he talking to you? That's what you should say. Why are you talking to me? What business do you have with me? Because there's no way he should come up to you talking about, do you want to go to the club? Do you want to go get a drink? Do you want to go get some dinner? And he ain't paying for it. You paying for it? No, he should not be. Any place where you're going to be alone, can I come over your house? No. That ain't respecting you. Come see me. Come stay with me. No. No. How you start that relationship is how you're going to finish that relationship. If you start that relationship disrespectful, that's how you're going to finish that relationship. You see what these people are doing. These people are going in public places, sitting far away from each other. Then they go to this church, religious, whatever, in public places. Because their goal is, I need to spend time with you, but I got to do it in public. Because I don't want to appear to be involved in any kind of sinful behavior. Excuse me. Or I don't even want to get in a situation where I would be led to sin. You see what I mean? That's another thing they don't want to do. They don't want to be put in a situation where they have to compromise their beliefs. So if you're dealing with an African man who don't mind compromising his beliefs, oh, honey, you're in trouble. You're in trouble.
In contrast, dating is less strict and more casual, with no set timeline or rules about seriousness.
Now, see, what are they doing? They're dancing. He said there's no timelines. There's no strict guidelines about seriousness. There's no rules to dating. It's whatever. It's whatever. So why middle-aged woman, 40, 50, 60 plus, why are you involved in dating? And like I said, I believe it's because of ignorance. Like the Bible say, my people are destroyed because they lack knowledge. These women have to lack knowledge. Some of them, even after they watch this video, they'll continue to do what they do. But that's them. I did what I was supposed to do. I even offered to continue to give courses. So you'll know. So you know. And I have degrees to prove that I know what I'm doing. I'm not just making this up. I'm not pretending that I know this on YouTube. I know this for real. I do this for real. Ladies, you're too old for this. And I don't even embrace age. Y'all know I don't embrace age at all because I feel like age is a way what society uses to count you down. That's all. To tell you how much you're not wanted. So I don't embrace age. I never have, and I never will. But this making a fool out of yourself, this has got to stop. You can't be in these societal groups, age groups, doing the things you're doing because you're going to get hurt. Badly, you're going to get hurt.
Courtships involve family involvement, emotional attachment, abstinence until marriage.
Okay, so he said a lot of things here. He said courting involves family. Now you see how they're there with the family. You should be going to meet the family all the time. You should be going, not just once. No, you should be going to intermingle with the family like you are a part of the family. Abstinence. You should not be intimate with this person until after you get married. If that person is asking you to be intimate with them before marriage, he ain't serious about you. He ain't serious about you. He's not. And if you laying up pretending like y'all married and y'all not married, that's even worse. Yeah, that's even worse. So what else did he say?
Seeking marital advice early on, and then the expectation of exclusivity.
Exclusivity, that means you're not talking to anybody but them.
Exclusivity.
Hey, let me go back a little more.
Expectation of exclusivity. Early on, and then the expectation of exclusivity. Seeking marital advice early on, and then the expectation of exclusivity. Emotional attachment, abstinence until marriage. Seeking marital advice early on, and then the expectation of exclusivity.
Yes, exclusivity. Maybe there was a reason I played that 4 times. Exclusivity. They're not talking to anybody but you. They're not involved in anybody else with anyone else but you. This is what an African, you ain't got to go through his phone. You ain't got to check up on him. Because when he tell you I'm exclusive to you, and I'm not talking about a boy, I'm talking about a man. When he tell you I'm with you, he with you. When he tell you I'm not cheating and I'm exclusive to you, then that's what he means. But if we're dealing with the boy, hey, now, he gonna lie to you, he gonna play you, he gonna do whatever he can. Whatever he can, because he just wants to get your money and whatever else he can get from you.
On the other hand, dating allows for more flexibility and the possibility of seeing multiple people at once.
So dating is flexible, like I told you. So quit trying to hold somebody accountable for dating you when dating is no accountability. It's flexibility. I do what I want to do. We're just dating. You're nothing to me. You're nothing. And you laying down sleeping with people who you don't even have a commitment with. That's insane to me. That is totally insane to me.
Ultimately, choosing between courting and dating depends on whether you're ready for a serious commitment leading to marriage or seeking a more casual relationship without.
And that's another way you know a man from a boy, because the man is going to be courting you. A small boy is going to date you. He's going to date you because that's all he can do. That's all he can do. He's not risen in the communities, in the society structure to even begin to marry you. There's certain things they have to do, like get a job, like be able to provide. If they can't do that, they can't get a wife.
Strict timelines or expectations.
Okay, y'all. So that came from Ehow. I think that's the name of it. All right. So let's look at this now. Let me go back over here and get y'all comments. We used to have courting too. Oh, when I was little, we did. That, yeah, she's right. Good woman. She's absolutely right. We did used to have courting, but it just went away. It went away. It went away, and people don't do it anymore. You know, they don't do that anymore. Now it's just whatever. I don't even know. I don't know what's going on now, for real. All right. So the next thing I want to talk to y'all about, we talked about courtship. All right. And we talked about dating, the difference. Now we're going to watch a video. Y'all know I'm always going to watch a video. So again, our membership things, I don't know how long these lessons will last, but I will have a set time. Like I'll have material it's going to be just like this. Now we're going to use our senses again. Our senses are sight and hearing to watch a video. Now I've told you all the things to look for in a relationship. Well, not all of them, but some of them. All right. I told you some of the things to look for in a relationship. But I want you to pay attention to something that I've learned. The main important things that you have to look for in your relationship. And if you see this early, then you better run the other way. All right. And that is one, that you have to support this man financially, this West African man. If you have to support this West African man financially, there is a problem. All right. Now, let me tell you why. Because a lot of us do not understand West African men. We don't. We don't understand about dating them. We don't understand who they are, what they are, or what they are about. What they supposed to do, what they're not supposed to do. None of that. So let me show y'all. Let's talk about that real quick. Oh, she's right. Zora said the music industry changed dating. Honey, it sure did. Yeah, they made sure that. They made sure. And look what happens. But Zora, look what's happening to all of them now. That's what they get. I sat up there the other night. I was just thinking, I said, these people, they destroyed generations, at least 3 generations of young people, have them believe in all that stuff, not working. You know, the music industry done turned these people off of jobs. They don't believe in working anymore. I didn't even know, y'all, it is a bad thing to work now. I don't know what you're supposed to do to make money. I don't know. But it's a bad thing to get up and go to a 9-to-5 now. That's the craziest thing I ever heard of. But the music is saying that. The music is telling them to do everything opposite of what our culture says to do. And who do they embrace? Who have they embraced for 30 years? The music industry. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Good, True Serum. He's right. The internet changed dating too. And that's another thing y'all got to be careful of. Do y'all know I went on, for just doing research for this lesson, I went on and I typed in dating 40, 50 plus. Guess what came up? International dating sites. International dating sites. That's all I saw was one dating site after the next dating site, one dating site after the next dating site. And I'm like, what? That's all that you see? There's no warning about don't get on these sites, don't get on these sites. There's nothing to warn you. There's nothing about all the women who have passed away. There's nothing about all the men who've unalived themselves. There's nothing about that. Nothing. They want you to get involved in these dating sites. And then you scroll down a little further, and then you'll see something about the cert from the State Department or the U.S. Department of Trade. They're on it too. Yes, that's how serious this is. That's how serious. But you got to be accountable for you, people. You got to be accountable for you. Because you see, nobody's going to save you. Because like I just told you, I went and looked. You can Google it too. There's not going to be anybody warning you about these international dating sites. No one. They're encouraging you to get on there. They're encouraging you to date these people. They're encouraging you to do all of this. And then when you come up missing, or when you come up unalived, or when your money is gone, they're going to say, well, we warned you. We warned you. We warned you. It used to be mail order brides. Now it's Crazy Wild West on. Yeah, it is the Crazy Wild West online. Yeah. Remember the mail order brides back in the day? Where did they come from? Russia or something? Or Korea or someplace like that? They still ask you that on the immigration paper. Did you meet them online? Not online, but through the mail or something like that. The music is now about twerking, dressing inappropriately, and looking as a sexual object. She's right. And it used to be about love. You know, I grew up listening to Earth, Wind, and Fire. And I remember this song called Reasons. And my uncle, he loved Earth, Wind, and Fire. And he used to play that all the time. All the time. So that was the kind of music I grew up listening to. What they talked about love. They talked about issues that were affecting us as a people. James Brown, Power to the People. I'm mad. Remember that song, y'all? I got to get my payback. I want the big payback because I'm mad. but that's true. That's what we grew up listening to. Well, that ain't here no more. Now it's craziness. Teaching these kids that don't work. Go to the club and twerk. What? It's just unbelievable. But that's what's going on. And so the same internet who's done this to these kids, the same internet who's done this to these adults, what do you think they're doing to these older people? The internet came out when? In the 80s? They were in their 20s then. They lost their minds. They lost their mind because they were already immature. So the internet just gave them a place to expand this immaturity. I can get on here and I can hook up with 20-year-olds because that's what they're doing. And I can act like a 20-year-old because mentally that's where I am because I haven't developed past 20 years old. Before it was about love that touched our soul. It was. Say it. Say it loud. I'm Black and I'm proud. Yep, that was it. I remember dancing on the porch to that, y'all. We would be on there dancing on the porch, and we would be playing. My grandmother would be playing James Brown. Say it loud. I'm black and I'm proud. And everybody in the neighborhood would be outside dancing. It was just a whole different community. We don't have that anymore. We don't have that anymore. Instead, with the grandmothers is out here late with the grandsons, with being young enough to be their grandsons. That's embarrassing to me. Older Black women were the queens in our community. They were the soul of our community. When they checked you, when they got on you, oh, you felt so bad. Oh, you felt ashamed. You straightened up your behavior. When you saw one of them coming, you set up straight. You fixed your clothes. You stopped doing whatever you was doing was wrong. You stopped doing it. You stopped doing it. But we don't have that anymore. Look what we're doing now. And the women who are supposed to be doing it, what are we doing? What are we doing? We still trying to twerk. I don't even know if we learned how to twerk. I don't even know if that was in our generation. They're twerking. They're in Africa embarrassing the whole world. Getting mad if you point it out. Ain't nobody even got to point it out. If you say something about it. It's not even if you point it out. It's if you say something about it. How are you going to get mad? Makes no sense. People, YouTube is a platform where you come on here and you comment on videos. You comment on videos. People put out videos and you comment on the videos. If you don't like the commentary, don't watch the channel. It's just that simple. It's just that simple. Anita Baker giving you the yes. Look at Chat Lives Matter. Oh, thank you, Chat Lives Matter. She said y'all didn't church. Oh, you remember? Oh, we sure did. Oh my God, yeah, it was this dance called the dog. She is right. And that's the dance we used to do. No, we didn't twerk. But it was like, you know what? It was like that, but it wasn't, yeah, it was pretty bad. It was pretty bad. I forgot who made the song, but it was a song to it and everything. Oh my God. Yeah, that was pretty bad. That was our version of twerking, and that was pretty bad. Pretty bad. All right, so look, let me tell y'all about these West African men so we can know who we talking about. Look, I took it down. Let me get it back up here. That was so funny. She said, y'all didn't twerk, y'all did the dog. We did. Oh, I can't even believe we did that. So let's talk about these West African men. Dating a West African man. First, I want to say every relationship is different. Yes, that's true that every relationship is different, but still there's some key traits and behaviors that many West African men share because of culture. One thing is, if you've ever been involved with an African man, honey, who loves you, he got to love you first. They are great communicators, okay? They love to talk. They love conversations. They love to debate. They look at conversations and debates as enjoyable and educational. In their culture, they love a good debate. They love good conversation. We sit up, that's what they like about me. I'm telling y'all, that I'm smart, and they'll tell me. They will look me in the face and say, that's what I like about you. You're smart. And I'm like, well, thank you. But if somebody starts with your beautiful, 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 no, that person, I'll never talk to that person. Never. Because I know you ain't about nothing. Because an African man, he don't care how you look. That's irrelevant to him. You know why that's irrelevant? Because he has beautiful women in his culture. They have big behinds in his culture. They have big breasts in his culture. So he could care less about that. But what they don't have are women. Now, I'm not saying all of them can't, but even in this culture, there are not a lot of women who can have great conversations and have debates with you. They can't talk to you about anything intellectually. That's what stimulates them. That's what makes them think, oh, I want to marry her. Oh, yeah, she's smart. That's beautiful. That's what they find beautiful. They are incredibly engaging conversation partners. And they are. They really are. When you read an African man, he will talk to you for hours, sharing ideals, debating ideals, learning from each other. If your relationship is not a give and take, a fair exchange of you learning from each other, that ain't no real relationship. That ain't no relationship with no African man. I don't know what you doing. You playing. They typically have strong family values. They understand the importance of doing things for their loved ones, which means, and this is something that I really liked about them, they understand the importance of doing things for their mother. They understand the importance of doing things from their sister when the sister doesn't have a husband. They understand or doing things for their nieces or nephews when the niece and nephew don't have a father. They understand that. They understand that I got to help my family. They understand that. Here, we understand it, but back in the day, we really cared, but now we don't care about it like that. West African men have strong work ethics. Let me say that again. West African men have a strong work ethic, okay? That means they work. That means they believe in working. In their society, it is important to demonstrate one's abilities as a provider. That's what you got to understand, people. In their culture, it is important that they're able to demonstrate that they are able to take care of a family. They have to understand, they gotta show that I'm a provider. If you can't provide, you're not a man. They're what you call a small boy. That's what you call a small boy. A provider's not doing that. A provider's not doing that. He ain't letting you fit the bill. You're not the financial breadwinner in the relationship. You're not that. You're not that. Wait a minute, I gotta drink something. And that's what you gotta get. You look at YouTube and you would think, oh, that's what I'm supposed to do. I'm supposed to go over there and pay for everything. I'm supposed to go over there and run the construction site. I'm supposed to be walking around telling everybody what to do. Trying to anyway. No, you're not supposed to be doing that. And if you were with a West African man, he would not let you do that. He would not let you do that. Because why? He is the provider. That is his job. That ain't your job. You're emasculating him, which means you're making him appear weak and ineffective. That's what you're doing, making him appear weak and ineffective to everyone around. And you know what's going to happen to you? First, he's going to become angry. Then he's going to become enraged. Then he's going to start resenting you. And you're going to be able to feel and see the resentment in the air. And what happens to you after that? Either he's going to take all of your money, or either he's going to give you that special seasoning like Ansha Africa always told us about. Many men take tremendous, African men, many of them take tremendous pride in being able to provide for themselves and the others around them. They like that. They like being able to take care of you. That makes them feel good. So if you were an African man who is not taking care of you, not even attempting to, you taking care of him and all his friends too, friends and family and everybody else, that's a problem. That's a problem. That is not what a West African man is supposed to be doing. West African men are renowned. That means they're known for their incredible resilience. They're really resilient. Very resilient people. They are very resilient. Their strength of character and their intelligence. That's what they're known for. Resilience, strength of character, and their intelligence. That's what they're known for. So your African man should be resilient, incredibly resilient. Nothing should stop him. Nothing. He's going to keep going no matter what. He should have strong character. No, people should come up to you and tell you what a good African man you have. How lucky you are to be with this man. Yeah, people should be coming up to you, telling you that stuff. If they're not, then something's wrong. Because he should have strong character and he should be intelligent. If that's not the case, then ma'am, I'm sorry. But you happen to be dating a West African small boy. You're not courting a West African man, and you're not married to a West African man. Because you got to have all of the above to have a good experience. If you're not dating a West African man and you're dating a small boy, you're going to have a terrible experience because they're going to use you up. I'm telling you now, they're going to use you up. They're going to use you for everything that you have. They're going to take everything that you have from you. All right, let me go back over here. But these relationships take time and they don't happen overnight, okay? You got to establish trust before expecting them to open up to you immediately. So usually that happens before you even enter into the courting process. Like when you meet the person, you might talk on the phone a couple times and then you'll enter it, the courting process. So when you talk on the phone a couple of times, that's really just to introduce yourself to the person. And you can pretty much tell by that whether this is somebody mature or whether this is a small boy. And if it's a small boy, then you need to just be like, I'm not interested. I'm just not interested. Okay, so that's what see, I got this whole PowerPoint. This is something we're going to go over in the course, in the class, because there's more things on here that we need to talk about, but we can't go over that tonight. It's too much. All right. So that's how you know if you're dating an African man. When at the university, I studied cross-cultural people management that explained exactly what you're saying. Oh, thank you. Doing the dog was considered. I know. And most women honey. I won't even say. I won't even say. But all I can say is how old was I? 18, 19? That's all I can say. I was young and God forgive me. Because I remember they came. I forgot the name of the band who made the song, but they came to our town. They had a concert, y'all. We were standing on the chairs. We climbed on the chairs to do the dog, okay? That's how bad we were with it. I'm like, oh, Lord. But that was 18. I wasn't even 20. That's what you do when you're a kid. That's what you do. But now, oh, girl, no, bye. Girl, bye. They have strong family values and yes, they do. She's so right. And respect for their elder siblings. She's absolutely right. It depends. Some show up late or don't show up at all for work. Some also do shabby work. Those aren't men. They don't all have the same. Good point, True Zero. Those are not men. The African man has a good work ethic. That's how you know. If he's always because honey, the ones I know, they always at work. And they work 2 or 3 jobs. Yeah, they don't just work one job. They'll work 2 or 3 jobs. Or the job they have, they'll work all kind of overtime. Yeah. So that's how you know the difference, okay? If they're not showing up at work, if they're being late to work, no, they're still young. What is the special seasoning is it'll put you to sleep and you won't wake back up. Okay, and that's what Anja taught us. Anja Africa taught us that. Okay, so we talked about, now we went over that. Okay, did we go over all that? Yes, we did. We went over what is the African man. Now we went over everything. Okay, let me see what time we got. Okay, look, we are an hour and 30 minutes in. Good. So now I want you to watch this video. Now, before I show y'all this video is for educational purposes only. I'm not showing you this video to talk about this woman. I'm not showing you this video to put this woman down. I'm not showing you this video to insult this woman. I'm showing you this video for educational purposes only. I want you to take what I just showed you, what we just went over, because this is what we do in school. They would give us the information and then they give us a case study. This video is going to be your case study. I want you to look at this video and I want you to point out the things that you see in this video that you think tells us that this relationship, now how can I say this? Let's analyze this video, all right? Look at the elements in this video and tell us what you may see that may be signs to you that this relationship is not a serious relationship, that this person may be involved with someone who is not in a serious relationship with her. I hope I said that right. I hope I said that right. And the only reason we're doing this is because it's on YouTube. You put the video on YouTube. You talk about your relationship on YouTube. So we're going to use it as an example to educate people about what I just talked about. I just told you about small boys. I just told you about women spending all of their money. I just told you about all of that. All right. I just told you how to spot African man from an African boy. I just told you about dating. Are these people dating? Are they courting? Are they married? You shouldn't have to ask these questions. You should know these things. So I'm going to watch. I'm going to stop you and tell you the things that I see. All right, the things that I see, and I'm going to warn you that you need to be careful. You need to be careful. You need to be careful of these things also. All right. And again, this video is for educational purposes only. I am not trying to talk about anybody. I am not trying to make fun of anybody. I am not trying to put anybody down. I'm trying to educate her, this lady, and everybody watching. Please don't put yourself in this situation. All right? Because this is what happens when you're not educated about African culture, African men, and you don't understand what's going on around you. This is just what I'm seeing, people. This is just what I'm seeing. Okay? So you have to open your eyes. At some point, you have to stand up for yourself. You have to. And if these things are happening to you, then you need to get out of this relationship, people. If you're in a relationship like this, what I'm about to show you, my humble opinion is that you should leave. So we're going to point out some of the things that I just talked to you about. Again, because you learn from videos. We learn from watching. We learn from hearing. We learn from seeing. Again, this is for educational purposes only. I don't have time to insult people. I don't talk about the way people look. I'm not talking about the way this woman looks. I'm talking about what I'm seeing on the screen, with these social behaviors, these cultural norms that are being broken, these social norms that are being broken. That's what I'm watching. That's what I'm seeing. That's what I'm commenting about. Because these things done in West Africa, they make you unsafe. That's the thing about it. This type of behavior there can get you hurt or get you broke. Hold on, sorry.
While I've been home for 2 days.
Okay, so let me fill y'all in on this person. Y'all might not know who this lady is. All right, this lady is from the U.S. Virgin Islands. All right, she met this little guy on Facebook. All right, so she's been chatting with him on Facebook, I guess, for some years before she moved. She went to Ghana to visit him. She went to visit him in Ghana maybe 2 years ago. It's been 2 years probably. Excuse me. Now, her first trip to Ghana when she went to go visit the guy. The guy is very young. He's 20. No, he looks like he's no older than 25. Okay. And I did reach out to ask her, was that her husband or what was clarity on the relationship? But she was too busy trying to insult me, to answer the questions. So I still don't know. Excuse me. I still don't know if this is her husband, her boyfriend, or what the relationship is. Okay. I don't know because she won't answer. And when people ask her, she won't answer. So that lets me know in my professional mind, if this was a case study, and I'm looking at it as it is a case study that I'm working on, what would that say to you? That she won't tell you what the relationship is between her and this young man? Because she's embarrassed of the relationship. That's why she won't tell you the relationship, because she's embarrassed of the relationship. So then why, dear God, present it to us like it is normal and like it is good and like it is something you should get involved in? Why do that? Why do that? That's the questions I have. Why? Why? So this is this lady, okay? So she sold her house in Florida. She took everything she had and she moved to Ghana after she went to visit her boyfriend. She went back to Ghana. She took all the money and now she's working on building a house. Now remember, all land in West Africa, I'm not going to say all land, but the land in Ghana, the land in Gambia, the land in Nigeria, all of that is leased land. You do not own that land. No matter what this lady is telling you on the screen, she does not own that land. And that's another question I have. Why do they continually lie to us about owning this land? Because she knows she's lost everything. I'm just telling y'all what I'm seeing. I'm telling y'all what I'm seeing. She's lost everything, so she wants you to come there and lose everything too. Because some people, it makes them feel better about where they are in life when they see you losing also. So she's went there. You could clearly tell people are stealing. Like I told y'all from day one when we talked about this woman, what was going to happen. But instead of her saying, Kiki, why do you think that? Kiki, what should I do? What do? She goes on, tries to insult Kiki, tries to insult me. Have her people, the comments they making so bad that YouTube blocked them. But what did I say? First thing was going to happen, this lady was going to start having car problems. This lady don't even have a car now. The car is broke down in the car cemetery. I said it's just going to be like Black Acres. Because how did I know? The car's broke down. The car's not being fixed no time soon. She's fighting with the mechanic. People are stealing from her at the property. They're stealing her supplies. They're not doing things the way she wants them to do things. How did I know? Because you could tell. You could spot these stories a mile away. For one, she's dealing with somebody who is very, very young. He is very, very young. People at that age don't even get respected in that society. You know, those old men he's trying to do business with, they ain't paying no attention to him. They telling him what they gonna do. They telling him what they gonna charge this woman. So now she's in a financial bind. She hasn't said it, but I could tell by the way she's acting she's in a financial bind. Because when people get in a financial bind, they start complaining about their money. They start holding on. Before she was spending. Spending. Now she's in a financial bind. She can't spend like that. Now she's complaining about spending on every little thing. Because she's taken herself to another country, chasing a small African boy who's not a man, encouraging y'all to do it too. So y'all can get in the same situation. And now we're going to look at this. Because these are the things we talked about that she's going through. Look like they've building this house. It looked like a schizophrenic is building this house. Here, there, everywhere. They're building here, there, everywhere. They're everywhere and nowhere all at the same time. Not one thing is complete. Everything is being done, but nothing's being done all at the same time. All at the same time. If she was dealing with an African man, oh, that ain't gonna happen. That ain't gonna happen. But I'm not blaming her little boy. I'm not blaming him because he's young. He know he ain't got no say in that society. He know them men are gonna tell him what to do. Him and his friends, because his friends is building. Now that's another thing. His friends are building her house. It's supposed to be their house. It goes from his house to their house. So she's having trouble with the car. She's having trouble with them not listening to her. She's having trouble with them stealing from her. Now I want you to look at this, and we're going to do a factual analysis. We're going to talk about what we see. Is this lady financially in charge? Is she the one making all the financial decisions? Is she the one supporting the relationship financially? Is she emasculating this man? Does she make this man seem like he is ineffective? Does she do that? I forgot the other one. What was it? It was ineffective and something else when you emasculate them. Does she do that? And if she's doing that to him, do you think he weak and ineffective? Does she make this young dude look weak and ineffective? Does she do that? Because if that's what you're doing, people, and this African man is still with you, oh, that's very dangerous. That means he's there for a reason. And once he get what he wants from you, he's gone. He's gone. So you need to understand that. That makes these type of relationships extremely dangerous. So let me get these comments before we get over there. I feel so bad for Nigeria. I know. It's so sad. It is so sad. That president, they should have let the one in that really won. Hey, Kiki and chat, I'm turning in a little bit. Oh, that's okay. I'm tuning in a little bit late. I hope everyone is great. Had a great Christmas. Yes, we had a wonderful Christmas. When you spend, and have little to none coming in and no care about budget, financial disaster awaits you. So see, that's what I mean. Who do that? 20-year-olds. That's what I'm saying. 20-year-olds. Everything is like a 20. I'm spending like a 20-year-old. I'm dating like a 20-year-old. I'm hopping around with a 20-year-old. Don't do this. Don't let this be you. Please don't do this. If you go over there, you carry yourself like a lady. You be respectable. You be humble. You watch. You ain't got to go up to no man. He gonna come to you. Trust me. He gonna come to you. You're going to have to pick over who you want to talk to because it's going to be so many of them. But you go over here acting like this chick a dime a dozen. That's why don't nobody respect her and everybody overcharge her. Everybody overcharged this woman. So y'all know what y'all think that's making it good for us when we come over there? Or y'all think that's making it bad for us when we come over there? Which one do y'all think it is? Which one? Because it will have an impact. He'll do what? Do we really own? No, we don't own land there. No, you don't. You lease it. The minute you pay your property taxes, it's up for sale on the courthouse steps in 120 days. Then if we pass it on to the children, they pay. Not in Africa. I don't know what you're talking about, but you ain't passing nothing on to nobody in Africa because that's lease land. And it ain't no, maybe you talking about here. I don't know. But yeah, not in Africa, you're not. All right, so that's what she's doing over there. And in this video, now she's trying to hurry up, put things together, trying to get some kind of room where she could sleep, where she can get out there because people are just robbing her blind, okay? So that's what we said was going to happen because you are breaking all the social norms, and that society does not appreciate that. All right, so let's look at this. Ooh, hold on, y'all. Let's look at this. And we're going to stop and share. And again, this video is for educational purpose. Ain't nobody trying to insult this woman. Ain't nobody even talking about this woman like that. We're commenting on her behavior.
2 days without blogging and doing anything. What a break. Welcome back to my channel, guys. Sorry for and now we head into the mall. So today I'm going to look for the car. I don't know if I'm going to make it to the site today, so it'll be a short vlog. It's Christmas.
So she's going to look for her car because her car has been with the mechanic because it keeps breaking down because they are just taking advantage of her like I said they were going to because of the way she's presenting herself. You are running around with a small boy. You are presenting yourself like somebody who does not deserve any respect, so they're not going to give her any respect. You cannot present yourself like this in Africa, people, and think it's going to be okay. And think everybody's going to be cool. No, everybody's going to overcharge you. Everybody's going to disrespect you. Nobody's going to listen to you.
Eve, I think Shapa. I think I'm into it. That's the answer, guys. I think Shapa is like happy holidays. I think I'm into is like for many returns. Happy Christmas.
Now, this is her boyfriend, husband. I don't know what he is because she refuses to answer the question. So I don't know what this person is to her. But this person is someone she sleeps with. This person is someone that she met on the internet and moved to Africa to be with. Yes. And have the nerve to make videos and show us all of this and then get mad when we comment on it. How do you do that? How do you do that when we don't ride for the madness? When we don't say, this look good, girl, keep it up. When we don't say, you are embarrassing us all. Look at this. Let's finish.
Happy holidays. Some people say it's happy holidays.
I think next year is like the year should go and come and meet us again,
Yeah, like many returns. That's what that means. Many returns. Like when we say many returns, that's what I think of it is. That's the answer to I think that part. So yes, it's Christmas Eve here in Ghana. I'm not really worried about holidays. Any other events?
So now what I want you to pay attention to in this one, this is when you can really tell the age difference. Other than looking at them, you could tell that. But look where he is in life. Ladies, don't let this be you. Men, don't let this be you. He talking about the festivals. She worried about the bills. Is that an African man? Is an African man gonna be worried about the festivals, or he gonna be worried about the bills? He young. That's what I'm telling you. 20 years old. That's what they do.
Do some event there.
Oh, okay. Well, there's all kind of events in Accra.
There's a lot. There's a lot.
Yeah, I don't know any other events.
26, they're doing a program in
Speak up.
Accra. 26, they're doing a program in Accra. That's medical thing, beyond control concept. So Shatawale, medical. It's a lot of artists coming.
So Beyond the Control is the name of the festival.
Beyond control is
Beyond Control. Oh, that's the proposal.
That's the concept.
That's the concert name. Okay, so Beyond Control. So, but I'm not into that. So
That's a lie.
That's what make Ghana the Christmas
Because
all these festivals, I really would like to experience.
that's a lie. Because last time she went to the festival, okay, they went to some concert. Her and Super Shorty.
It's not a must for me, especially now.
So she does that, but she don't have money for that now. Now she worried about her money.
I'm not settled. Maybe next year I might be more relaxed. I have so much going on right now, with the
we can
building.
end up going in on the 26th.
On the 26th, the one at the concert.
Yeah. We end up going to Chatawale show. That one day.
Do they have tickets? Because I think the last time they didn't have tickets,
Yeah,
right?
there's tickets. But those shows,
There's a lot.
it's a lot. So
It'll be people running and crowd.
you have to have like
Legs.
If I'm saying you have to have like, yeah, you need to understand.
I need to have a seat. It's in where's the concert?
It's in Accra Mall.
Aquamal?
Yeah.
The concert. Listen to this conversation. Will y'all listen? Listen to the conversation. This is what our conversation is about, a festival. This is what our conversation is about. What did they say about African men? Have great conversations. African men are intelligent. African men love to debate. This is a young, small boy. This is a young, small boy. And obviously, she's not grown in her mind. Because if she was grown in her mind, she wouldn't even be with somebody like this. She would not. She would not. Her mind would tell her we are not on the same level. You are talking about a concert when we are trying to figure out how to pay for the rest of this house to be built, how to get the car. We're taking a taxi every single day. Every day. You know how much that is, y'all? That's extremely expensive. But what is he worried about? The concert. He know all about him because guess what? He's going.
They have what do you call it? Some place. They have
There's a stadium?
No. A small park.
A park, so that means you're standing. There's no seating.
Yeah, they stand.
The last time it was in the stadium last
Now
year.
see, listen to this. Because she can't stand. That's another thing I'm trying to tell. Don't be in relationships like this. I need a seat. Oh, let me play it. Let me play
At
it.
a big concert.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Maybe there's still people standing. But it was stuck.
Yeah, I know it's standing room, but I like a seat because I ain't standing all night. That's the thing. And his concert goes all night.
But she can't stand all night. The 20-year-old, they can stand all night. That's who's going to these concerts, y'all. The last concert she went to, she was the oldest person there. I looked around in the crowd. I'm like, don't she see there ain't nobody there her age? Why would she be there? Why would you be there? You got to grow up. You got to let it go. If it didn't happen in your 20s, it ain't going to happen in your 60s. It's not. And I don't know how old this woman is. I'm just saying 60. I don't know. But this is ridiculous. This is and other people will look at this and be like, oh, I can meet somebody 22 and I can go here and we can have a relationship and we can build a house too. No, this is not acceptable there. She's not happy. She is catching it. Why she ain't telling y'all I'm catching it? Because I'm with this little boy, this young man, and people in Ghana don't like it? I don't know why. But I'm here to tell you, and I'm going to point the signs out to you.
The concept is medical.
Medical.
Medical concept. So is this going to support Somebody, because
Okay,
31st.
he's not the headliner.
No.
So
I can't
medical
believe this whole conversation about this daggone concert.
is the headliner. Medical is another artist, but Shatawali is the popular one here. So
This December, he didn't do any show.
Shatawali.
He's going to Jamaica, 31st.
Oh, okay.
For Vice Cartel concert. Vice Cartel is in a concert in the Jamaican Stadium. Freedom Wave concert.
What did it say? African men like conversations. They like to debate. They like to communicate. This ain't no intellectual conversation, but this is a conversation with a young 20-year-old, and this is what they talk about.
In Jamaica, I don't know anything about these artists.
But if you don't know anything about these artists, then why are you with somebody who does? Why are you with somebody who knows all about these artists and you try to make it seem like you're above that? She's not. If she was above that, she wouldn't be with a small boy. Don't y'all get it? Don't y'all get it? This is not cool behavior. This is a don't. This is a big don't. Don't go to West Africa and do what you see this woman doing. Do not do it.
I don't even know Vice Cartel.
You don't know Vice Cartel? No.
Now this is a
Only I
lie.
just learned it from you.
What was it?
She's lying. She said, oh, but we proved she was lying in the other video. Remember we pointed it out in the first video we did about her that she lies. But anyway, she's lying. She's saying she doesn't know who Vibes Cartel is. We all know who Vibe Cartel is. So please stop. Please stop. This is to get, again, to make her man look what? Weak and ineffective. I don't know who Vibes Cartel is. I don't know. And he's saying, yes, you do. Because she does. But I want to make him feel like weak. He's less than me. I'm mature. I'm taking care of the business. If you were mature, you wouldn't be with this young man. That's all I got to say.
You don't know him.
So anyway, back to my
Look, see how she ignored him? See how she ignored him? Yeah. Yeah.
This concert and festival, it is the holiday. We need a break sometimes. That's why I haven't been vlogging. But today I'm just going to Accra to look for my car. If this is a short vlog, then I'll continue it tomorrow. Right. And I'm currently building apartment style building. It's not a house, it looks like a house. That's why people ask me why I'm building my house on the street. It's a building, it's a story building. So with apartments. People build on the street here. That's just how it is here. Anyway, the compounds are built right on the street. The walls. So guys, if you haven't followed the journey,
because she's gonna do whatever he said do in the front of the house. Don't even have a gate around it, so anybody could just walk up and break into the house.
Road to 5K subscribers. I'm going
because she needs that 5K subscribers. I'm telling you, she need that because she don't get nothing for these videos.
That I was just talking,
and she using all the money. She running through this money like water.
About I ran into one of my subscribers, recognize me. It's always nice to run into subscribers here.
These people really think they famous.
Oh my God.
Now these YouTube people crack me up. They really, I run into my subscribers here. My subscribers. These people really think they're famous on YouTube. Are you serious?
Left them all.
I ran into one of my subscribers.
We was there for a while, but now we are on the road to Dansuma area. Going to Malam area, Dansuma.
All right, so let me get down here
to this Hill. The Muslim, they just roast it on the fire and eat it like that, right? Yeah, that's the way I like it. Their festival. Okay.
You're talking about the
This is Christmas Eve, but look at the market. This is Malam Market. We pass Malam Market.
I want to go to the car part.
Everybody buy food baskets. That's what they like for Christmas. Food baskets. Malam Market. Let me scrub my glasses. We're going to bring all the cars from the dealerships.
I want to get to
the engine part
because I want to show y'all what the car look like.
Okay. That looks like it over there. Full of dirt. Look at the dirt.
Look, This car we see look like this. Black Acres of the Gambia. They're not fixing this car. They're not doing nothing to this car. That's what I'm telling you. People, when you go there disrespecting African culture, the Africans will get you. They don't like this. They don't like to see old women with their young boys. They don't like that. Because you can't have no baby for one, and you can't bring no baby to their family. So what purpose are you? But money. They don't like this. They feel like this is taboo on the culture. Now look at her car.
So this is the actual garage. Okay, this is my actual car. We're working on it.
Car. He said this is my actual car. Look at the car. No tire. Look at this. This people. I've been doing this for a while now. I've been following people's journeys for a while now. This is what happens to you in Africa when they don't like you. They don't like you. They're going to get you. They don't like her. And they're going to drain her for every dime she has because they feel like she's breaking one of their cultural norms. And on top of that, she's very disrespectful to them. She treats them all like they're weak and ineffective.
Oh man, on that tree.
That's the best.
Look at that.
Yeah, the bird nest. So the guys, they mostly work on Hyundai, Toyota, Hyundai, Elantra. So this is the place to bring your Hyundai. This is the place, Kia, lots of cars. This is why we came here. If you could see all Hyundai. One Nissan, but that one is look like it's been here forever. We are leaving the area. All get back issues. All these cars, these Elantra and Sonata, have get back issues. So it's not only me. They all lined up here with get back issues. Gearbox issues. But the mechanic is being lazy, just like the other mechanic.
Yeah, he's being lazy, just like the other mechanic. See?
He wants us to buy another gearbox, which I refuse.
He wants her to buy another get back switch. So she refused. So how is he being lazy? Because he won't do what she wants him to do. He's weak and he's ineffective. You see what I mean? How this lady, every man there she comes in contact with is weak and ineffective. That's how she treats him. This mechanic is weak and ineffective because he won't do what I tell him to do. But you got his car there talking about your car there and he's the best one in the city. So I don't understand. Now he don't know what he's doing. You was just bragging about him. Now he don't know what he's doing.
Need to fix the clutch issue.
He needs to fix the clutch. Now she does construction. She knows construction and she knows about cars. People, don't go to Africa acting like this. Don't go anywhere. This is what you do not do in a relationship. You do not do this. You do not do this, people. You do not act like you know everything. You do not say you don't do any of this. For one, you need to be with somebody in your age range because whoever this mechanic is, he not respecting Super Shorty because Super Shorty is young and they dismiss young dudes. When the young dudes start talking, honey, they just dismiss him. Especially he with somebody old like her. Oh, they just going to play them for their money. They're going to play them for the money until it's gone. They're going to look at Super Shorty and tell him, what you got to do with it? You need to make sure she give it to us. We need to get our part. You getting your part? We need to make sure we get our part. You ain't gonna cut us in? Because if y'all notice, he don't never bargain for nothing.
That they have with the gearbox that we have. We bought two and they say spoil from driving it. So it's the clutch now. So now I need them to fix the clutch. But he's saying buy a new gearbox. No. That's lazy. They don't want to fix the gearbox issue. Is we catching another boat back to the mall? Or we going to Paswell?
No, we're going to the mall.
Okay, and then we catching the transportation thing. Oh God. So I had to find shelter because I can't be out there in the sun. It's too much sun. It dehydrates me. I have my water, but it's not enough. I only walk with one bottle. I have to go over there by that shop or get somebody in the traffic to get me some more water. I need some coconut water. That's what I need. So we're back at the mall, guys. We decided to come back here and then we're going to get something to eat and pick up some stuff. I don't think we're going to make it to the site today. Today is full at the mall. Christmas Eve. I can't do too much because of the music, guys. But this is the mall.
I think this is the last I want to show you on this one. Okay. Now there's another one, her Christmas one. I want to show you how they played her with these chickens. Okay. This is not, don't ever let this happen to you. All right. If you get involved, but you're not going to have to go through this. I'm telling you, because if you're with a man, this ain't going to be your situation. But if you with a boy, yeah, it's going to be your situation. He going to play you like everybody else playing you because they going to want to cut. So let me show y'all this part, 26. I couldn't believe this. So, right, what's happening? Let me go get y'all comments and I'm going to play. What's happening right here is that she went to the mall again. Then they came out here to buy some chickens for Christmas. Because on Christmas, everybody, like she says, everybody eats chicken. So she went to check on her house. Now it's her house. It ain't our house. It's her house now. So she went to go check on her house, and now they're going to buy some chickens to cook for dinner, for Christmas dinner. Okay. But what I want y'all to see, how they played her on this chicken dinner. I've never seen her and her super shorty ever hold hands, so it's a little odd. Wait a minute. Well, in their culture, I don't know about Ghana though, and he's so young. You know, they probably do hold hands, the young people, but he ain't gonna hold her hand. But they did when she came the first time. See, that's how everything changed. The first video I did about her, about the passport granny, y'all need to go watch that video, because that's when I showed you how the relationship progressed. How it was, he was showing her affection at first. He was hugging all up on her. They took a picture all hugged up together, but then everything changed. Once she came there and moved, everything changed, honey. Everything changed. So you better pay attention to that, ladies. How everything changed once she got there. Everything. And look how she just be with him and his little friends. A fool and their money are soon part. Yeah, will soon part. Yeah. And that's what's going on. I wonder the difference in age between her and his mom. Yeah. Because I bet the mom is younger than her. Because the mom look younger than her. He doesn't have a care in the world, TNK. You notice that? He don't have a care in the world. And that's what I noticed about him. He eat good. He dress good. Honey, he even go get his hair done. They went and got their hair done. Yes. She was getting her hair done and he went and got his hair done. This is sad and embarrassing. This is sad and embarrassing. This is really sad and this is really embarrassing. They would make her cry seeing, wait a minute, that would make me cry seeing my car like that. Me too. Looks like a junkyard. Yeah, that's what her car is basically junk now. She will have to take the car shop to court. See, that car will never run the same. See, better to pay ticket and bring a mechanic from the U.S. Oh, that's a good idea. She said get you a mechanic and bring him from the U.S. and have him go over there and fix it. Yeah, that would have been a real good idea. Yes, plenty of Black Americans own land in America. If you pay your taxes, it is your land. It is your land. Yeah, in America, that's true. In Africa, you pay and pay and pay, and the land is still not yours. New account ain't lying. He ain't lying. He or she ain't lying. Funny, she is promoting them and they haven't even fixed her car yet. Yeah, I couldn't believe that. She talking how good they are, and look at her car. Ain't nobody, it ain't even no handprints in the dust. So that lets you know they not doing nothing to that car. Don't put yourself in that situation, ladies. Because if you had a real African man, honey, he ain't gonna let that happen to you. He ain't gonna let that happen to you. You ain't got to be, I got to go check on my car. I got to see if my car's still. You not going to do none of that. He going to handle that. Because he's what? The provider. Is Super Shorty the provider in this relationship? Is he? Ladies, yes or no? Whoever's on here, is Super Shorty the provider? Rule number one, the African man is the provider. He is resilient. He has strength of character. He is the provider. Is Super Shorty the provider in this? Is he allowed to be the provider? Goodwin says, thank you. I'm learning the African game slowly. So if I ever go there, I will know how to handle the people there. And that's the thing. You got to learn the game. Just like somebody taught it to me. I wouldn't have known. Y'all think I wouldn't? How do you think I learned? Two ladies, one from Ghana and one from Gabon, came to me and said, you love Africa. We're going to teach you about Africa at two different points in my life. And you know what they both said? Because if we don't teach you about it, they're going to use you. They're going to take advantage of you. So we need to show you the truth and how African men are. The difference. Because all of them are not men. Some of them will beat you. Some of them won't. Some of them are lazy. Some of them will work from sun up to sundown to make sure you got everything you need. You got to know what you're dealing with, people. Know what and who you're dealing with. And we don't. You can tell his mom does not like, yeah, she can't stand her, girl. She just be tolerating it for the gifts. Everything she does for herself, Super Short feels entitled. He does. When he needs to work and pay for his own hair. She's right. He needs to work. He don't do nothing. He don't do nothing but cook. Chef Shorty, Chef Shorty. And she go out and buy everything. Ladies, this is wrong. This is a don't. This is a major do not ever do. Do not ever do. Oh, yeah, y'all, please don't forget to hit the like buttons. Yeah, do not ever do. This is what you do. You do not ever do this. All right. So let me look at this other one. Wait a minute, did I pull that up? Let's stop sharing that one. So there's this other one. And I just want you to see this little bit from that one. Oh, that was the video. Because believe it or not, when I watch this video, her videos, I really be hurt. I be mad for real. I be mad for real, y'all. Because I be mad at her. And I'm like, why are you letting this dude play you like this? Why are you letting him play you like this? And I'm yelling at the TV. Then I call and I'm yelling at my sister on the phone. Because I'm mad. I'm upset. Because this lady is being played every which way but loose. And she won't even stand up for herself. If you don't stand up for yourself, people, how is somebody else going to stand up for you? They're not. And guess what's going to happen to you? You're going to keep getting played. You're going to keep getting played over and over and over again. And that's what's going on. And they're going to play you until everything is gone. And then guess what? Because see, in reality, this house is finished to them. Those people don't listen to Super Shorty. They don't listen to her. They listen to Super Shorty. They do what Super Shorty tell them to do. All right, I just want to make sure that's where I want to start on this video. It was one part. All right, let's start right here. This is when they go in to get some chickens, okay? Hold on. They go in to get some chickens. And what's remarkable here is that there's another chicken farm that they used to go to that's right down the way that the chickens are less. They're like 20 Delassie less that they always go to. So all of a sudden, Super Shorty takes her to this new chicken ranch. And the chickens are 20 Delassie more. 25 Delassie more, actually. And Super Shorty is the one calling the shots. He picks the chicken that's the most expensive. I couldn't believe that. And she says, why did you pick that one? Because it cost more. So that told me, oh, she's on to him. She knows he does. He doesn't bargain for anything. He doesn't, what is that, y'all? He doesn't haggle. Is that what you call it? You know, the price when you do the price, when you make the price go down, he don't do that. He don't do nothing. Whatever the price is, he just run over and tell her the daggone price. Am I saying Delassie, y'all? Am I saying Delassie? I'm sorry. If I'm saying Delassie, I probably am. I'm sorry. My sister just texted me and said CDs. I'm saying Delassie. I'm sorry. Y'all know I'm in Gambia. So I'm sorry. Okay. They Delassie in Gambia. So let me show y'all. Cause I was mad again. I was mad again because I'm like, why are you letting this dude play you like this? Why can't you stand up for yourself? It's your money. You let us know all the time it's your money. Can't you make a decision? Look at this.
So let's see if they're selling chicken. It's a well-established poultry farm also. Let's see. Sometimes they don't like us to film, but I'll try.
Say they don't like us to film, but I'm gonna do it anyway, just like the rest of them. I don't care what you
see, they get rid of their chickens around this time, so let's hope they're still getting rid of some, so we could cook today some good fresh chicken. There's the chickens. These look young and fresh. There's a lot. It's a big poultry farm. We bought from them before.
Y'all know how bad that place smells. Oh, God.
Are you worried that...
So it sounds like she said we bought from them before, but she didn't say that in the other clip. She says, why don't we go back to the other one we came from? Let me go back and finish what really said that.
There's the chickens. These look young and fresh. There's a lot. It's a big poultry farm. We bought from them before.
Yeah, see, she says, well, this part, she says we bought from them before, but when we get over to the other part, she's going to say, why didn't we go back to the other one we went to? So if you bought from them before, you should know they cost more. See what I mean? Accountability, lady. You knew it was more when you went there.
So I'm hoping to get some chicken today to cook for Christmas. Up in Chapa, it's Christmas. Let's see if we could get some hens. So we could have some intake in Kwang or some jollof. They don't do anything special.
5.
Uh-huh.
And the white one is 80.
Okay, hold on.
I'm coming. Oh,
See? Okay, she filming. Super Shorty is negotiating the price. Now, he negotiates the price, but she pays for it. It shouldn't even be like that. Why are you calling her over there after you done negotiated the price? Because you done told the dude, and I don't know if this is how it went, but you done told the dude, okay, I'm going to get her to buy the 85 ones so you can get your cut and I can get mine.
there's some big hens in here though. They're eating it and break.
Oh, come on, get to the thing.
There's some hens, guys.
So the brown one is 85.
Uh-huh.
And the white one is 86.
So why is the brown one more? Is it soft?
I don't know. But that one, I'm not there.
What kind is the brown one? Are these broilers? Okay. These are the ones you get new ones.
Yeah, she come in taking over. What kind is the brown ones? Are these boilers? Like she know. You don't know. Be quiet. That's why she always get taken for her money. Ladies, don't do this. Do not come on the scene like you running stuff.
Okay, you get new ones. So these are the old ones, right?
Look how he looking at her. He laughing. Look at his face. Look at him. He like, Super Shorty, this who you with, dude? What? Look at it. He know we about to eat good. We about to make this money, honey.
This is the one that they produce eggs.
Yeah, I know the layers.
Okay. So the white ones are 80 cities and the brown one is 85. So what do I do with that?
What's the difference?
I don't know, but I'm getting the brown one.
You're getting the brown.
Okay, so look. Oh my God, he said that the white one is 80, the brown one is 85, right? She said, what's the difference? He said, I don't know, but I'm getting the brown one. Why would you just get the brown one? Why would you pay more and you don't even know what the difference is? Ladies, don't let this be you. Don't let this be you.
Okay, you get new ones. So these are.
Don't let nobody look at you like this. Like I know I'm about to get over on you, and we both laughing at this. Don't let this be you.
The old ones, right?
I think this is the one that they produce eggs.
Yeah, I know the layers.
Okay. So the white ones are 80 cities and the brown one is 85. So what do I do with that?
What's the difference?
I don't know, but I'm getting the brown one.
You're getting the brown one? Why? Because it costs more?
See? Why would she say that? Why? Because it costs more? Why? Because it costs more? Why? Because it costs more? Because she know. She know. She know. Why is she telling y'all that? Why is she telling her subscribers? Why is she telling her subscribers that he playing me for money? Don't trust these people over here. Don't trust this little young boy. Don't get involved with young people. Don't get involved with 25-year-olds. We got to sit here and piece it together and put it together and figure it out.
Oh, no.
Are they bigger? Is the meat different? What breed it is? What breed is the brown one? Is the brown one a different, what you call them?
Look at this. Look at her. This dude is just like, girl, bye. Look. Girl, you don't know. We done already came up with the deal. We getting this money.
That one, I don't know, different from white.
Which meat is better? The brown meat is better?
Of course.
Okay.
She know they playing her. She's okay with it. She's laughing. It's fine for you to play me out of my money. I don't care. You could charge me more. I don't mind. It's funny.
These cost way more than the ones that we were getting on the other side.
See, these cost way more than the ones we were getting on the other side. But if you've been there before, you should know that.
The better be good. So guys, we're getting some chicken. I guess the brown ones. They better be softer.
You see, hear that? I guess we're getting the brown ones because Super Shorty said we're getting the brown ones. And Super Shorty said, I'm going to pay more. So I'm just going to pay more. Why couldn't he bring you a big white one? Bring me the biggest white one you have and let me compare it. But that's Super Shorty's job. He's supposed to get you the good deal. This ain't no good deal. She don't never get no good deal.
Okay. Okay, they have weight.
They have weight?
Yeah.
I hope so. For 85 CDs, they have weight.
What is healthy? Market is 150 CDs.
150 CD at the market? For chicken? That's expensive. He heavy, yeah. But we were paying like 70 or 60 CD.
That was them last year.
That was a couple months ago.
He said that was last year. That was last year. She said, no, that was a couple months ago. Wow.
From the
Ladies, I know I'm laughing because it's hilarious to me. It's hilarious. The conversation is hilarious. It is hilarious that you just let this little 20-some-year-old dude just play you. Everybody around you is playing you like a violin. Everybody is playing you like a violin. And again, my goal is not to insult this woman. My goal is not to put this woman down. My goal is to educate you on what not to do. My goal is to bring awareness to you on what not to do. Don't ever put yourself in this situation. Don't ever do this to yourself.
other poultry farm.
Because all you got to do is ask for a white one. All you got to do to compare the two is ask for a white one. Let me see a white one.
Around Christmas is higher. So we're doing 2 or 1? 2. That's a big one.
We getting 2 or 1.
I mean, all it-
No, this your money. What do you mean?
You want to hold it?
Yeah, he heavy.
Yeah,
He heavy. We want to. We need that one. Yeah, a big one. Yes. Nice.
Look, he's so happy because he know he paid.
It's good.
He know he paid twice as much.
Okay. Okay. We got some chicken to make some inkate inkwang and some
What?
jollof
Look at them. They like, yeah, we
for
did it.
celebration.
Yeah, we
Enjoy
did it. Yeah, we did it.
Have you ever?
Yeah, we did it. Yeah, we did it. We gonna eat good. We both got paid off of this one. 2 for 1. Yep. She paid twice as much.
For to take in the car.
Yeah.
Here's the biggest one
This is the biggest that we have ever seen. Yeah.
in this area. Yeah.
But the one that by us is
Yeah, now they just
Yeah.
they bring they have
then they just taste the chicken.
Do you think I need to stay behind to get a good price? Go find out.
okay, then you call it
Look, this is when she told him she gonna stay behind. This is for the goat, y'all. I think this is for the goat. She said, you go check out the price. And you go, I'm gonna stay behind, but you go check out the price. But they see him get out the car with this old woman. So they know what it is. All right. They know it's a day thing. They know this is nothing but about money. And I'm keeping it real with you. I'm not gonna play with you. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it with you. I'm gonna tell you the round.
Fire station where we get the fire
And you know who tell me this? My African friends
permits
told me
from.
this.
This is where we get our fire permits. How much? Do you think I need to stay behind to get a
They say they gonna take this broad for everything she got. And he gonna be in on it. Now look, these goats, she want a goat, okay, y'all?
It's the police. I mean the fire station where we get the fire permits from. This is where we get our fire permits. How much? Do you think I need to stay behind to get a good price? Go find out.
Do you think I need to stay behind to get a better price? Because she don't stay behind. She always running her mouth. She always running her mouth. Then she said, okay, go find out. Go fetch, boy.
Come after, okay?
This is so sad to me.
So guys, this is where everybody getting their chickens from, but we got ours from straight from the poultry farm. As you could see, they're processing chicken right here. I don't want to show. Let's pause this for a minute. But I staying behind to see what prices they're gonna give. I'm going to ask these people how much one of their hens cost. They're processing the chickens. Everybody going to cook their chicken today. A coconut.
Look, you don't trust the price. You hear her say, "I'm gonna go ask these people how much their hens cost." Yeah, because she want to see the price difference.
The chicken here. And we bought them for 85 cedis at the poultry farm. Not much of a big difference, but it's a difference.
See, I told y'all. See, it was a difference. She didn't tell us how much these were.
All standing in line to get their chicken processed so they don't have to process it themselves.
Let me go back.
Pause this for a minute. But I staying behind to see what prices they're going to give. I'm going to ask these people how much one of their hens cost. They're processing the chickens. Everybody going to cook their chicken today. A coconut. The chicken here. And we bought them for 85 cedis at the poultry farm. Not much of a big difference.
Cut it off.
But it's a difference.
Yeah, she don't want us. She didn't want us to know that she got ripped off again. She cut that part off. She said it's a difference, but she didn't tell us the price.
The chicken here. And we bought them for 85 cedis at the poultry farm. Not much of a big difference, but it's a difference.
Wow.
They're all standing in line to get their chicken processed so they don't have to process it themselves.
This is so bad, y'all.
He's checking the price. I don't want the price to be high because I've seen he's telling me to come.
See, why would he tell her to come? Why would he tell her to come when he know they gon' your man not gonna tell you? Let me tell y'all, don't do this, ladies. Don't go over there. Your man, your African man, is not gonna tell you to come over there because he ain't gonna even tell you. He gonna tell you to stay home. He gonna say, stay home, because soon as they see you, the price is gonna double, and I don't want to have to go through that with those people. So you stay home. And guess what else he told me? He said they could tell by the cologne and the clothes you wear whether you're with a foreigner or not. Yeah. So he has to be careful when he goes up there. Don't wear any of the clones that I just brought in. Don't wear any of this clothes that say America. Don't do any of that. Because guess what? They're going to know you got connections in America and you got some money. Yeah. So they're going to charge him up. So it's the plain. So how come her man don't know none of that? How come? How come Super Shorty don't? Because he don't care. He know he don't care because he's a young boy. He's a small boy, as they would call him. And the small boys, I'm telling you, they do what the old men tell them to do. He tell them, bring her over here. I'm going to charge her up.
Let's see. If I buy a goat, I don't want to eat it. I want to keep it at my house, at my site. Guys, as much as I want a goat.
Another guy tell me,
it's too much.
I should pay 1,002. So when you come, then they went and bought the boss said 1,003 last.
Well, we don't want it. We're not in a rush.
He laughed. It went up. When Super Short, he told him 1,002. I couldn't understand what he told her, but it was more.
Until after the holidays.
And what did he do? He laughed. He thought it was funny.
Let's see. If I buy a goat, I don't want to eat it. I want to keep it at my house, at my site. Guys, as much as I want a goat.
Another guy tell me,
it's too much.
I should pay 1,002. So when you come, then they went and bought the boss said 1,003 last.
Well, we don't want it. We're not in a rush.
He told him 1,002. Did he say 1,000?
And,
basically, the boss upped the price when she came. So why would you call him over there? Her over there?
Yeah, it's too much. Guys, I had to say no to their phone change. If you wanted too much, 1,003 for one goat, 1,009. That's a lot.
So he told Super Shorty 1,003 and told her 1,009.
I had to walk away, but I want to get some goats to get my own meat. If they're selling goats with that amount of money, there's something in the business. So I could get my own goats.
Now she want to start selling goats. They're going to steal that goat, lady. Hey, I'm telling y'all, they're going to steal the goat. Don't do that, okay? Don't do that, because they're going to steal your goat.
have to pay that amount and sell my own goods. It's just saying, I'm just talking, but
All right, so then they go out to
one guy.
I don't know if this is her house or if this is his family's house. I don't know where this is, but they go out here, and of course they all cook the chickens that she bought, and they're all gonna have a Christmas feast off of her because that's just what she does. Now, the moral of this story is don't be a fool all your life. It's okay to be a fool when you're in your 20s, but it's not okay to be a fool when you're middle-aged. These are the don'ts that you should not do when you're in a relationship with a West African man. Do not take care of him. Do not emasculate him. Play your role and let him play his. And his is not in the kitchen. Believe it or not, he is not supposed to be cooking in like this. This is not his role to cook for you while you feel. Another way you know this is not a serious relationship. So ladies, I use this video again for educational purposes to point out to you not to insult this woman, not to put this woman down. Because again, if I wanted to do that, I would just attack physical. I would just go to the physical. But I don't do that. I don't have any reason to do that. My channel is here to educate you. Now look at this. All these little young boys. I don't know where she is. I don't know if this is his village. And they all got their underwear on. Look at that. They all walking around with their boxers on. And they cleaning them chickens. Look, they can't wait. But yeah, this is really sad to me. This whole setup. No, this is her house. That's what this is. So these must be all the workers. Because she fed them. Oh, that was something else I wanted to talk about. Boundaries. Don't do this with your workers. Don't do this with your workers. Don't eat with your workers. Don't cook with your workers. Don't do any of that. But these are his friends. You see what I mean? These are all his friends. But you don't do any of that. Because you know what happens? It blurs the boundary lines. You know what I mean? These people don't know. There's no boundaries to stop with her. Like that's why when she tells them to do stuff, they ignore her. Because she sits and eats with them. She dances with, I'm not going to say she dances. She laughs and talks with them. There's no boundaries. Look, she went and bought the food for them. They're all about to eat together. Don't do that either. This is the dinner. You don't want to do this. You can give them a gift, give them a chicken, let them cook the chicken, and you go on back home. But you don't sit and do this. You don't mingle with them because there are systems there. There are caste systems. I don't want to call them caste systems, but there are systems in place there where people do certain things, okay? And there the help does not eat with the owners of the house. They just don't. The workers don't eat with the owners of the house. They don't mingle with the owners of the house like that. So that's a don't. A big don't. Do not do. All right, let me get these comments. It looks like hanging out with your son's friends because your son is at work and can't drive you. Weird. Just couldn't even entertain. I don't know. Yuck. Yeah, that's how I feel. Super Short made some kickback money. He sure did, honey. He be making kickback money all the time. If it's not his money, plus he is a child, he doesn't care. Right. Africa got us. He don't care. Broilers, genetically modified chickens, only have a life of 6 weeks. See? Then they have to be killed or they die because of the bodies are too heavy for their legs to support them. See how dumb? I'm not going to say how dumb. But see, that's why you should keep your mouth shut. That's why you shouldn't come in. Don't go to places, ladies, in West Africa and just butt yourself inside the insert yourself inside the conversation like you know everything. Because when you do that, they're going to realize how little you don't know, and they're going to take care of you. They're going to take care of you, all right. They're going to scam you. He took her somewhere she did not know the price already. Oh, good job, good right. Old chickens are tough and take a lot. That's what I thought. That when she was talking about, well, ain't they tender? I'm like, if they're old chickens, they should be tough. Really tough. Is who Nigerian? Is who Nigerian? Hey, Fiona, how you doing? GMO chickens. Are they? The brown ones are old layers. He said that, and the old layers are tougher meat with a stronger taste that Africans prefer. See? You see, she said soft. Is it? And if it's the soft, it should be young, not old. Wow. That's why I feel sorry for her. It just makes me angry. But deep down, I feel really sorry for this woman because they playing her like a, she know it, but she don't want to tell us. She don't want to tell us. He doesn't like her. It's obvious. You can see it in his behavior. Yeah, Fiona, I think so too. That was a nice video you did. The Vietnam video for Christmas. Honey, I was half asleep watching it. I couldn't even comment. Fiona. But I did watch it. I'm going to go back on there and comment. But that was nice. I can't believe you're in Vietnam. But I heard Vietnam was really nice. That was a really nice video. They'd be better off buying from local small farmers. Yeah. He's shopping for his family, not her. Yes, it is embarrassing, Fiona. Very embarrassing. Exactly. Africans are used to young, tender chickens. African repack queen. We use soft chickens for barbecue only. Oh, and the other ones you use it for stew because you're going to boil those for. Oh, I get it now. He's not in a relationship with her, but she's in a relationship with him in her mind. Yeah, and that's very true. That is very true and very sad. His mom is going to pick up chickens after. Yeah, she probably already bought them, son. Local people would never pay those prices, and they know where to buy their food for cheap. So see, it was all, I knew it was all a setup. I could tell by the way the dude was cheesing. The dude was so happy, like, oh, she fell for it. Oh, we back. He said, okay. And then he was like, what's the difference? And he was like, well, I'm getting the brown ones. I'm like, what? Like he didn't care. When he said I'm getting the brown ones, the most expensive ones, that's when I knew it was a game. Chicken feed is expensive at present. Personally, I don't think the price is that high. And it's Christmas. They're not going to have a problem selling that chicken. No, it was higher than the other ones. Because remember, she went to the other one and she said they paid more. His mom chicken is already paid because she overpaid. Yeah, she did. Grace Kelly says, this lady is desperate and dumb. The boy is playing in her face. When he had enough of her, it's not going to end well. When they had enough of her, it's not going to end well. And I agree with that. This is only going to last till they've had enough of her, and then it's over because none of them like her. None of them. It's so cringeworthy. Yes, it is cringeworthy watching this woman. The people outside probably bought their chicken from the poultry farm. They are reselling. Oh, so you think the people outside, so they didn't pay the $85. They couldn't have because they're not even selling those for $85. She said they paid more at the poultry farm. So the people outside are probably bought their chickens from the poultry farm and they are reselling. They are also processing the chicken, so they would have ad money on for that. So yes, she was played Yes, she was played, and she know it. That's why she said it was much. It's up, but it wasn't that much. But still, I paid more because she know when Super Shorty get home, honey, she gonna give it to him. She gonna let him have it. And he gonna just be drinking his little bitter herbs. Y'all know what I'm African goddess, you know what I'm talking about. Them bitter herbs in that bottle, that little bottle of wine that they get, honey. He gonna be drinking that. And he gonna be just as content. African men milking Western women of all races. That's domestic violence. Shaking my head. Yeah, it is. They are not cooking. They are just plucking. They are not. What? They are not cooking. They just killing and plucking. She must be afraid to eat alone. I would have gone to a restaurant alone, much cheaper. Plus, when his family don't make her right. Donovan says, hey, like your program, and I was not going to let it bother me, but who picture you got up there when you did not want yours to show? Oh, that was me. You mean you talking about when I took the you mean when I accidentally turned the camera on? Is that what you're talking about? Whose picture? I was not going to let it bother me, but who picture you got up there where got up here when you don't want yours to show? You mean who was this on here? This is me. I don't know what you're talking about, Donovan. Tell me what you're talking about. I believe this is his family compound. Okay, you think so, Tanya? She said at the beginning of the video that's where they were. Okay, I couldn't tell. I didn't know what it was. She lost her value mingling with the help. Exactly. Yes, you are super right about fraternizing with the workers. It is a no. I agree. They're his family members. They do not have help. They do not have help. Those people are poor. Village. Sorry if it sounds snobbish. No, it's okay. Super Short knew the difference in the chickens. He just got what he wanted and did not educate her. Exactly. Maya Rubin X would buy young chickens here in the U.S. for his agouti soup. Oh, yeah, I'll be meaning to comment on your videos, but those are nice. When Super Shorty is laughing, it's because he doing something wrong. Yeah, he probably is. All right, y'all, that is it for tonight. Now, we briefly talked about the do's and don'ts of dating West African men, but there's more. It's more to it than just that. All right, it's a lot more to it. But I just wanted to use that video to educate you on what not to do. What not to do. And what not to let people do to you. What not to let them do to you. Because if you date like a 20-year-old, you're going to get played like a 20-year-old. And this lady is getting played like a 20-year-old because she's dating like a 20-year-old and she's acting like a 20-year-old. And everybody can see she is well into her middle-aged years. And if you do this in West Africa, you're not going to get any respect. And I'm telling you the truth. No one is going to respect you. Everyone is going to use you, and everyone is going to laugh at you. And just like someone said, I don't know if it was African Repack Queen, I can't remember, our African goddess, but as soon as they're done with her, soon as they get everything they want from her, it's over. It's over. And that's what's going to be sad, because how is it going to end? How is it going to end? They don't end well, y'all. And y'all know, we be watching the stories together. They don't end well. None of them have a happy ending. And what would I do? What if she advised me what to do? Honey, y'all know what I'm going to say. I would cut my losses and get up out of there and go back home. Get me a job where I can work to try to get me some income coming in. Get my own place again. Take whatever money I do have, put it down on a house, a little small house or a little small condo. That's what I would do. And I would start all over again in the United States. There's no way I would continue to do that and be taken advantage of and laughed at. And you know he taking advantage of you. And we all know he taking advantage of you. So my advice to anybody who's in this situation, just cut your losses and go. It's only money. You can make more of that. But you can't get your life back. You can't get your peace of mind back. You can't get the time that you've lost there back. So that's all I have tonight. We will be back on here since I'm feeling better. Finally got that. I guess it was a flu. I don't know what it was, but I got that shook. Now we're going to try to get some of these videos done that people have been writing me about and respond to y'all comments. USA is home, like it or not. Yep. Does she know she's being taken advantage of? I think she does, African Goddess, because when she's asked him, I think she knows it, but she doesn't want to admit it. But I think she goes off on him in that house. I think on camera she pretends to be one way, but I think when they're in the house and he's drinking them bitter herbs, if he's even in the house, he might not even be in the house with her. He might leave and go out. But whenever she's with him and he's drinking them bitter herbs, I think she goes off on him and let him know, oh, I know you've been taking my money. Oh, I know you've been letting them overcharge me. Oh, I know you've been doing that. You could tell because the relationship is strained. You can tell the relationship is completely different. Now it's hers, hers, hers. It's no more ours. It's no more we. So something's going on. But like I said, a wise woman will cut her losses and start over. She's not going to keep going down a path. And she know that's not a path that she should. That's a path of destruction. Because you're not going to win with this. No way. No how. You're going to pay and pay and pay. Like somebody said, a new account said, and you still not going to own nothing. Here, you pay your taxes. That's it. There, you're going to pay and pay, and you're still not going to own nothing. So don't do that, ladies. Please do not take your money and go to Africa and call yourself building a house with somebody you met on Facebook who's young enough to be your son. Don't do that. And who has nothing to offer you. He can't even get you a good deal at the store because they don't even respect him because of his age. Because he's not a man to them. He's not a man to them. Tanya says, yes, she knows he is sometimes, she knows she is sometimes being played. Like the time he told the workers, yep, you saw that, Tanya, not to bleach the poly tank against her instructions, and they didn't do it. I couldn't believe that. That's when I said, how can she have no power on her own, building her own house? They're not listening to nothing she's saying. They doing what he tell them to do. He has to get paid some kind of way. Super Short ain't free. No, he ain't. And I think he knows they're stealing stuff from her site and selling it. And I think he's in on that. This is just me speculating. I think he allows them to take it to the village. I think that's how he makes extra money. Because I don't think she gives him money like that. I think she controls the purse strings, and that's how she controls him. So she never gives him any of his own money. Like, she'll pay for the food, she'll pay for the ride, but she ain't giving him no cash. So to get his cash, he got to skim off the top. He got to get her overcharged, and he got to take things and sell them. That's what I think. The video she did sometime back, she asked him if they were a good team. He didn't reply. She asked him again, and he still didn't reply. No, he never does. When the one video on my video, when he was trying to dance with, she wanted him to dance with her, and he walked away. He walked away. Ladies, don't let this be you. Learn from these people. Learn from them. That's what this channel is all about. Using these videos to educate you on what not to do. He can't even get a car taken care of. Nope. So that they can stop paying for these ride share. Yeah, it's for that. I know that's expensive. No, he can't do none of that. He can't do none of that. No. All right, y'all. That's all I have tonight. As soon as I get the information, get the approval from YouTube about our membership group, then I will let y'all know. I will update y'all as we go. And something else would be nice for our membership group is maybe we could do once a year gatherings, like a once a year party or something where we could all meet up and just have a nice little gathering, a nice little party in one of these countries where we talk about. That would be really nice, wouldn't it? All right, so that's all I have tonight. I'm not sure where we're going to talk about next week. I got to look through my email. I got some good topics in there. So I'm going to go through those topics. I'm going to try to get on that. London Lady says, thanks, Kiki. Don't forget to hit the like button on your way out, fam. Yeah, please don't forget the like button. Hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. And that's all we have for you guys tonight. And don't forget to look for the membership. Remember, it's like tonight. We'll do a lesson every month, and it's about different things. But mainly, we're going to start with self-awareness because that's key. That's the problem. You got to be aware of who you are. Understand what you want in life. Understand where you're going in life. And that starts with you. That starts with you. And if no one ever points out how to be self-aware to you and how to be confident to you, you're not going to learn. All right. So I think one is $4.99 and the other one is $9.99. You get different things. They'll explain it to you. All right. That's all I have. I will keep y'all posted on the membership, and I will talk to y'all next week. Thank you so much for coming out and staying out here for 3 hours with me. Already hit it. Have a good night, everyone. Thank y'all. Y'all have a good evening. Bye-bye.